And welcome back to Stop, Drop, and Roll. We're a group of friends turned found family who love ourselves some Dungeons and Dragons. I almost forgot the intro. Crazy. We've been gone from the Grim Troupe for a little bit, but we're finally back, and I'm back in the seat as the DM. I'm Daniel Kim, as always, the DM here, and we're so excited to have you all here and joining us for getting back into our main campaign. Without further ado, let's go ahead and pass it on over to our players today. First up on the docket is Andrew.
It is Andrew. I'm one of the players. Who do I play? Joko.
Hey!
Joko has he/him pronouns.
Lovely, lovely. All right, next up, Becca.
Hey, I'm Becca. I play Fen, the Eladrin elf sorcerer, and Fen uses they/them pronouns.
Awesome. And we'll have Zach joining us a little bit later. He's running a little late. Trains run a little slow. And so Zach will be playing Emrin, who has she/her pronouns, the halfling rogue of the campaign. And most exciting, we have a very special guest on the campaign today in the name of Jared. Go and introduce your character for us, buddy.
Hello, my name is Jared, and I'll be playing Trinavir, the Eladrin fighter.
Lovely. Awesome. We're super excited to have you guys here. And before we get started, we have a couple of very quick announcements. If you guys didn't know, we already have a bunch of different social media things that you guys can have access to. Stop, Drop, and Roll is also on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. And on YouTube and Instagram, you can find us at Stop, Drop, and Roll DND. And on Twitter, we're at SDR_DND. If you guys want to stay up to date on when we're streaming, watch previous episodes of the campaign, get access to polls, or ask questions for our Stop Talk Roll interview show that we do with Jared, you can do all of that on those platforms. So go ahead and give us a follow on all of those. And just like today, since we're streaming on a Sunday instead of a Saturday, you guys can stay up to date on whenever we have like little scheduling changes like this. Awesome. I think that's pretty much it. I'm really excited to get back in. It's been a while. Thanks for being here. For those of you guys who have missed this core group of characters, trust me, we have too, and we're really excited to get back into it. So, yeah, I think with that, go ahead and grab a drink, have a seat, and get ready for some hot dice-based storytelling. No pew-pews! All right, and welcome back. Last we left off, which was over a month ago, the Grim Troupe, our intrepid band of adventurers, have come to the Feywild, a faraway plane that exists as a parallel to the material plane, a beautiful land of perpetual twilight sky, verdant green and orange, and wildlife that's constantly blooming. As well as the home of one of the party members, the ancestral home of Fen and their mother, Therith Baravan. In the Feywild, you guys found out that there are 3 demon incursions currently threatening the plane. One led by Demogorgon's forces, one led by Juiblex, and the last one by Grost. But Poe has not told the party about Grost's involvement. So, you guys went out, fighting the demons back, and sealed one of the demon portals with great success using Corellan's bow as well as your combined might as a family. And with the time that you guys had when you guys were trekking backward back to Sanctuary, you decided to visit the Twilight Theater and the Archphase players because of possible rumors that Fenn's father was there. You guys went to the theater, watched this beautiful play surrounding the tale of the tragedy of Corellan and Sehanine, with both the creation of Corellan's bow and also how the elves came into being. And then Fenn ran backstage to meet their dad, Lord Monomere, an archfey who did not recognize them, but after prodding, was able to recognize their mother's name, and gave Fenn a name of one of Therith's colleagues, a human with raven black hair by the name of Jack Vance. But even though Fenn was able to meet their dad, he was not at all interested in being Fenn's father. And Fenn stormed out of the room. He's a bit of a flop, for sure. And so with that, the party got together. They teleported back to Sanctuary with one of Artie's new spells, claimed their reward of 20,000 gold from Lady Alanostra, and found that the Eladrin who went to the south, who was this Eladrin group of rangers, had found a second demon portal, but not all of them had come back safely. The only one who had come back was one by the name of Smiler, Spring Eladrin, played by Jared, who led the squad and is going to now join the Grim Troupe to put an end to that demon incursion and hopefully to save his squad mates. And with that is where we pick up our story today. You all currently wake from sleep in Solaris's little home abode. You see his partner, the Dryad, currently walking around, getting things ready to feed the kids as you all stir from little cots and little sleeping bags that have been made on the floor. As you peer out the windows, the light of the twilight sky is constantly about, still marking the day as in perpetual twilight, but your bodies know that it's the equivalent of morning. Fenn, you found yourself kind of unconsciously clutching onto the mantle of stars that Solaris gave you in your sleep. The beautiful embroidered dark silk and fabric, twinkling as if made of actual starlight. And as you guys look out to a family kind of getting together, Smilers in particular, your own is kind of like lying on the floor, some snoring. Emran in particular is snoring on the ground and just not able to wake up at all. Artie seems to be already working on something, and you hear a rap at the door. Does someone want to get that? I'm busy with the kids. You hear Solaris here from, from one of the back living rooms.
Yeah, I got it.
Thanks, Fenn.
And I will walk up to open the door.
All right, lovely. You open the door, and there, standing in front of you, is Smiler, adorned in all of his fashions. Jared, go to remind us what Smiler looks like, bud.
Hello. You see standing before you a Spring Eladrin with a sort of evergreen-like skin, with hair that goes to about just lower than his ears. That's a mix of green with the tips turning sort of yellow, almost orange. He looks very tired and has a few fresh wounds as well as a couple of battle scars. However, which you also notice are very heavy smile lines, and flashes you a small but genuine smile upon seeing you, Fenn. Good morning.
Morning.
Are we almost ready to head out?
Yeah, I think I've got to just wake the others. Did you manage to get any rest?
I'm ready for today.
Great. Yeah, come on in. Give me just a second.
Thank you.
And
No, Sylph. No. You have to be careful with it. That's a teapot. That's real hot. Yeah. Feel free to come in for breakfast. You see Solaris is kind of a little bit of a handful as now you see Snow and his 3 children are all like currently warring on the floor between different breakfast items, like grabbing toast out of each other's hands and little pieces of like salad and stuff. Snowa seemed to ingrain herself very firmly into this family very quickly. They already seem to be bickering like siblings.
Is anybody still sleeping?
Right now, I think Emran is the only one that is sleeping, unless Joko, you want to be asleep. I imagine that you'd be awake.
No, Joko wakes up early.
Oh, lovely. Wakes up real early. Yeah. So,
He's a farmer, you know.
yeah, you know it. Daylight savings time
Or he
and all that.
was.
Joko is, so you're awake. Feel free to do what you like. Mill about, eat, do whatever.
I'll head over and sit down on the ground next to Emran and start sort of nudging her awake.
Oh, 5 more minutes.
All right, 5 minutes. Really, that's it though.
Okay. Goes and curls over and sleeps. Yeah.
I am gonna walk into the kitchen and kind of pull Snow to the side.
You see that she currently has like shoved up in one cheek is like this large like tomato, and she's currently biting out of, and the other one there's like some like half-eaten like toast that she's holding on to. What? Oh, so eating. Okay. And she kind of like chews and tries to come with you into the corner.
You wanna take a walk?
Sure, I was just kind of finishing up my breakfast, but yeah, you won't mind if I take the toast for a run with you?
No, that's fine.
Okay, great. Yeah. But Sylph, don't touch my food. I swear, I'm gonna give you a fucking noogie. And then you hear Solaris call from the background. Language! Anyways, you can take her outside.
Great. So, I'll take her out of the house, and we are gonna start walking up around the staircase that's sort of spiraling up around the big tree, until maybe we get to like a viewpoint or somewhere that we can sit down.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, you're able to find, as you perch out on one of these large, thick branches that kind of go around, there's a small wooden staircase that leads up. You remember that Sanctuary is kind of all naturally, organically made. None of this was constructed into the tree or on the side of the tree as if it was like built with hammer and nail, but as if the tree itself formed these structures naturally on its own. And this wooden little staircase that climbs up this small, thick, or this one arcing branch leads to a small pagoda on the end, which has this nice little viewing platform where you can see down below the stretch of the Feywild below you, the night sky and the canopy of the topiary above. It's really beautiful. And you find a little bit of quiet here in the morning in this little area that's an observatory of sorts.
So, how'd it go? Back at the house with everything? Was everything all right?
Yeah, it was great. I was protecting them, and yeah, I was protecting Sylph a lot because she gets into trouble with her brother, and broke up some fights, and then punched them both in the face a couple times, and now we're big friends. It's good. Yeah.
That's great. Seems like they were lucky to have you.
Yeah, I was real strong and real powerful. I did my job.
Great. Well, as you know, we're heading out again today.
Oh.
I guess.
Okay.
Look, I need to talk to you about something that's been, well, it's really been weighing on my mind, and look, I don't want to lie to you, right? There are other people in the group that think that in order to protect you, which I know you can take care of yourself, but this is the big leagues, right? Like, you saw earlier that headless horseman guy, like, I was passed out in a second, like, but I want to be honest with you. So, like, earlier when I asked you to stay behind to protect the family, I did want you there to keep them safe in case anything happened, but more than that, I was scared of what might happen if you came with us, because I didn't know how dangerous it would be, and I didn't want you to get hurt. You know?
Right. Okay.
But going forward, I don't want to be feeling like I need to trick you. Like, you can handle the truth, you know? So if you want to come with us today, you can. But I'm gonna be honest, it's really dangerous. And in situations like this, you got to use your tactical mind, right? You got to think, all right, what's the threat that we're up against? How much can I help? How much would I be putting myself in danger? And you just have to make those decisions. And I don't want to make those decisions for you anymore. I think you should be making them for yourself because, you know, you're young and obviously you're not as strong as the rest of us because we're older and we've been doing it longer, but...
Okay, well, you
not
say it like that. It's
Well,
fine.
But it's all right. It's normal. And I'm telling you this because you're not a little kid. You get it, you know? And I will always do my best to protect you and to keep you safe. And so if you want to come, you can. And honestly, you'd be able to be helpful in certain situations. I know that. But if you're going to come, you have to promise me that if I tell you to run away or to hide, that you'll listen to me and you'll do it.
Okay, yeah. I mean, when you tell me to do something, I trust you.
I know you do, and that's why I don't want to lie to you anymore, and I promise that I'll never do it again. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm just kind of glad that you're thinking of me as not a kid. So thanks. She
Well,
gives
you're
you this,
not.
like, wry little smile.
I mean, you've been through more in your short lifetime than most people see in their entire lives. Like, age is just a number, right?
Yeah.
But that's it. I want you to know that I see you as an equal.
Yeah.
And we just all have to be...
Like a sister.
Right. Exactly, yeah. And we just all have to be aware of our strengths and our weaknesses because we all have them, and that's all right. And we look out for each other, you know?
Yeah.
So what you say? You think you're up for some demon hunting?
She pulls out her crossbow. Yeah.
All right, great. Well, we should head back. I'm sure they're missing you down there.
Sure. One thing, I was kind of thinking, I was trying to use this against those big things that we were fighting, and it seemed like they were shrugging off the boats, you know? Didn't you see that?
Yeah,
Like it wasn't
I did
working
notice.
that well.
Hmm.
And is there something we can do about that?
Yeah, well, I'm sure you saw, but we just got, like, a shit ton of money. So I'm sure we can buy you
Is that what
better
you...
bow before we head out.
Oh, is that what all the clanking was last night? I remember you
Yeah.
and like Joko and like Poe were like screaming pivot when you were trying to take the chest up the stairs. I remember.
Yeah, right, yeah, it's really heavy because it was really full of,
Right.
like I said, a shit ton of money. So,
Yeah, you were like screaming out like pivot. It was a lot.
Yeah, sorry, I guess I thought we were being quieter than we were, but we can definitely get you a better bow before we head out.
Okay. All right. Let's kill some demons. And she gets real excited. You can see like the kind of fire in her eyes as she kind of like brushes back and kind of brings her white hair back into a ponytail. Yeah, she looks excited.
That's the spirit. Come on.
Following your
And
lead.
Venom. And we'll head back down to the house with everybody.
Great. At this point, I'll say that you guys can have had breakfast if you want. Smiler, you're there with the crew. If you wanted, Smiler, you could also talk about stuff, but it's up to you. Feel free to take space, whatever.
I'm gonna go have some oatmeal.
All right, sounds good. Some grits. All right. Yeah, and as you guys are finishing up breakfast, the kids are kind of like, it looks like Solaris is prepping them for what seems to be like they have some form of education here where they keep a bunch of children. And it seems to be prepping them for their day of school. It's adorable. They have like little bags sewn out of like vines and little bits of like leathers and stuff. It's very cute as he kind of sends them on their way. And after a bit of a moment, you guys have a little bit of time in there as Solaris is kind of dealing with the kids. Is there anything you guys want to do?
Joko, you
Yeah.
you were talking to the person at the weaponsmithy, right? I don't remember the name.
Yeah, I was talking to them.
So, oh yeah, everyone. So Snow's coming with us today, and Fen like looks around at everybody and is giving them a face like, don't say anything about it. Yeah. So Snow's coming with us, and we're really lucky to
Joko-
have her.
Joko shoots a look at Artie.
Oh, don't look at me. I mean, it's just.
It's like
it's
he's here in
great.
the flesh.
Great, Snow. I'm glad to. She's here. You're really powerful. It's good. Yeah.
Right. So Joko, do you think you could take her down and maybe we can buy her a better bow than the one she's using now? Something that will be more effective.
Sure. I mean, probably. I mean, I'd be more worried about armor for her. And not how much killing she can do.
All right. Yeah. Well, whatever you think she needs, you can get her set up.
Yeah, you kind of look at Snow. She has very beat up leather armor. You know.
I mean, Benny, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah. Sure.
Joko will put down his bowl of oatmeal on the counter that's made out of, like, vines and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He'll kind of walk out to
It's
the...
a wooden table. It's a table.
Wooden vines. And he'll kind of walk out into the bedroom area, away from everyone else.
Yes.
Are you sure about this?
Look, we had a good talk. I let her know that we've been telling her things and giving her special jobs, but it's been to protect her, and she knows that she's not as strong as us or as sturdy as us, but, you know, she's a part of the group. She's young, but she's not a kid. Like,
How old is she?
Daniel?
She's in her 30s.
She's 36, which, like, you know, in elven years
Okay,
is...
what is that? Yeah.
It's like... Daniel?
It's like a teenager. It's like a teenager.
What
A-
kind of
a-
teenager?
A young,
Teenager is
a young,
wide
young
ass range.
teenager. A young teenager.
Like
Like
14?
Yeah, right around.
She's like... It's like, for you, 14, I guess. But look, she's a part of the group, and I don't feel good lying to her and just keeping her in a box. She knows that she might be getting in over her head, and if that happens, she'll hide or she'll run away. I think if she wants
She doesn't.
to be... What?
I mean, what if we get next to the demon portal again? Yeah? Like we planning to. And
Right.
she can't hide. Or she can't run away.
Well, I don't know.
I'm just saying, are you gonna take responsibility for her death?
That's a...
I mean, how many elves have already not come back from going to these demon portals?
I mean... Yeah, you're right. Fuck. Well, I already told her she should come, so what? I'm just supposed to tell her, just kidding, stay here. I mean, I guess... Fuck.
Yes.
I don't know what I'm fucking doing.
She's a
guess-
child.
I know, but she's...
Have you had kids before?
Ben just stares. No, obviously not, no.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how old you are. I mean, again, you're elf.
No, I haven't had kids before, and I don't know what I'm doing, but I feel like if she's a part of the group, right? Like, she can make her own decisions. But you're right, like, these trained rangers are going out and dying. I guess I got a little bit cocky that we've been doing so well. Fuck.
There's no reason why you gotta bring it with you just because you said it one time. Just change your mind.
Ben is, now sort of like looking away from Joko, and their brow is furrowed and they're just kind of staring at the ground.
Joko kind of sighs and takes a step toward Fen and puts a hand on their shoulder and says, "Listen. We'll walk back in there, and if you want, I'll just say she's not coming. And you can pretend to be like, oh, why you do, like, come on, you know, like, why you being such a hot ass?
No.
And I'll just say, no, she's not coming, and I can be the fucking bad guy if that's what you want.
No.
Or you can go back out there and say, I don't want you to come because I think you'll die.
Well, when you put it like that...
And if you've got another idea, then you can do that too, but that's what I came up with.
No. You're right. Thanks, Joko. I think I needed to hear that. Don't worry, I'll talk to her.
All right. Joko will turn around and go back to his oatmeal.
Sounds good. As you go back,
It's a little cold and chunky by now.
Yeah, as you go back down the stairs to go back to the table with your chunky oatmeal, you see that Snow currently is like tussling with Emran on the ground. As Emran, who is now woken up, it seems that Snow had like leaped on Emran's cot and like tried to wake her up and like tackle her, and Emran is now like pissed. Oh, to try to wake you up.
I attempt
Oh,
to pin Snow to the bed with my dagger out, not even realizing what's going on.
okay, you do so, sure. And Snow's kind of like screaming on the bottom. No!
What are you? It's it. And like my eyes open up wide. Snow, what the hell? Why are you?
I was just waking you up. You're the only one who wasn't awake. Even little Halfling man is over there doing his thing, and you're the only one snoring up a storm.
It was a long, exhausting travel. Okay, I just need a little rest. All right, I'm up, Snow. I'm up. All right, where's the rest of the group? Let's go.
All right, and Emran, you're awake. Ready to join the rest of the group.
Wonderful. Let me join the crew and go get some breakfast.
Sounds good. You get some breakfast. You guys are there. And Fen and Joko, you guys have now come down, and you see Snow kind of like dusting herself off, kind of like from waking up Emran, kind of seemingly taking charge, it looks like, of trying to get this little of the adventurers together.
Hey, Snow.
Mm-hmm.
So I just had a talk with Joko, and He made some really good points. And I'm sorry, but I don't think that you should come with us.
Wait.
After all.
Why?
I mean, think about it, like, these trained rangers who have spent their whole lives, like, hundreds of years training for battle are dying and they're not coming back, like... I think it's too big of a fight. There are going to be so many fights that we get into that you're going to be able to be so helpful with, but I think it's too dangerous. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you came back alive.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
By the skin of my teeth.
You all stopped the portal, and I've been traveling with you.
I know you have, and you've been really helpful in a lot of situations, but... Look, I said I wouldn't lie to you, and that's the truth. I'm too scared. I think if you come... I don't think... You're not coming. I'm sorry.
Snow bites her lip and kind of stares at all of you, seeing if anyone's going to take her side. And when she sees that that is not going to happen, she turns around, runs out the door, sprints out.
Fuck! Well, great. We're all ready to go then.
She'll come round. You'll see.
Yeah, whatever. Fen kind of, like, aggressively wipes a little tear from the corner of their eye and just kind of walks out of the room. I'm ready to go. I'll be waiting by the door.
Well, I could use a drink.
Well, get it, and then go. Come on. What is his name? Smiley, are you ready?
Smiler, but yes. I'm ready to go.
Sure, whatever. Let's go. Drew's gonna pick up
Emerin
the
realizing-
Graham the Black Blade and put it onto his back.
Mm-hmm.
Emerin, realizing she doesn't have enough time to eat, starts stuffing rolls in her clothes.
Sounds good, sounds good. Yeah, if you guys wanted to, as you guys kind of all step out, you do see that the little bartender cat that you guys know from Titania's Tap is currently rolling a little, like, keg of ale, but, like, unicycle style, where the cat is on top of the barrel, like, rolling it like a cartoon, and is, like, currently rolling. And he goes, "Oh, hey there! Oh, you wanted a little bit of a drink? Well, it's a little bit far to the Titania's Tap, but I can get you a little bit of this if you wanted to give me, like, I don't know, maybe, like 2 silver or so."
You know what? It's okay. It was in the moment. The moment's passed. Thank
you
you.
sure?
Though.
It's
yeah,
really
yeah,
great.
We got a long. I'm sure it is. We got a long way to travel.
Okay.
I'm okay.
Sounds good. All right. Well,
Thanks.
good luck. You see them roll away the barrel like a unicycle again off into the distance.
Daniel, I was absolutely sure that cow's gonna be rolling a joint.
Me too! Me too!
Hey. Hey.
Catnip.
How's it going? Have you guys ever just thought about how, like, ale is made? Anyways. All right. No. The cat was, like, doing a Looney Tunes bit. All right. With that, if you guys wanted, you guys can get last minute supplies. If any of you wanted better armor, better gear, you guys can do that. We can kind of do like an accelerated shopping thing if you guys want. There's the potion seller. There is the silversmith that you guys know, Delinaris, dope non-binary Eladrin elf who's very good at their job. Yeah, and then also the temple if you guys for some reason wanted to go there.
I'd
I'll
love
go
to
to
go.
the potion shop.
Potion shop. Awesome, sounds good.
Me, Silversmith.
Okay, you silversmith, sound good. Fen,
I
is there
would
anything
like
that you
to
want?
try and buy some alchemist fire and
Yes.
possibly some dream lily.
Dream Lily.
Ooh.
Alright.
Yeah, Daniel, I don't know if this is like a retcon thing, like I should have done this at the end of last night.
No,
but,
that's totally okay.
Because I had asked Solaris to maybe, like, talk to me about using, like, the magics here, and then I was wanting to go talk to the person that already talked to about, like, maybe being able to work with the Feywild magic a little bit more. I don't know if...
Yes, wanting to work with the Fey magic a little bit with Ilfendrel, basically?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
Artie can point that out. Sounds good. Artie can take you over, because he's actually interested in going over to Ilfendrel as well. We'll just go ahead and start over with the two people going over to the alchemist supplies. You guys go back into Puck's poultices and Popierre's potions. The two little pixies flitting about, kind of doing their thing as you guys make your way through the interesting chemical interior of all these various flasks and different glass instruments currently bubbling all over the place, creating this very, very interesting combination of odors. As you do, they have a bunch of potions all for sale, including, yes, they do have Alchemist Fire for you, Smiler, and Dream Lily.
Great.
What kind of potions?
Feel free to get whatever your eyes like. We have a... They kind of show you a group of these red roiling liquids, which are all healing potions. You recognize them. They have all types. They have both the regular, the greater, the superior, and the superior potions. And they seem to have like 5 of each of those. You see Popierre, a kind of like more rotund pixie with like a bit of an apron that's stained with various chemical stains, and like slightly balding pixie head that he has currently like tried to comb over with like little bits of little grasses to create like a faux wig of sorts. Kind of shows you over to a couple potions that he has made, including this one that seems to be this like roiling brown fluid at the bottom that turns into this clear and blue concoction at the top.
This one right here, this is the Frost Giant Strength Potion that I've been working on. Makes someone pretty powerful for a bit.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, a little dose of strength if you needed it. Also, if you're interested in the more amorous kinds of potions, I have a Filter of Love.
Oh.
Gestures you to a pink potion with a solitary heart-shaped bubble at the bottom.
Well, I am in no need of that for today, at least.
Come back another time, dear. That's what they all say.
Of course.
After hours, maybe.
And then he gestures you finally to the last potion that they have in stock, which is a potion of flying.
How much for the that brown one?
This one's going to be 30 gold.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm fucking rich now. Sure.
Yeah, it takes you a second to
Joke
kind
will
of
put down a
comprehend.
piece of platinum.
Oh, I need two more of those for you have platinum. Wow.
How much is this one? It's 100.
No. It's 30 gold, which is three platinum.
Fuck, I'm not rich as I thought I was. Fuck. Okay, fine. Here you go.
Great, you put down 3 platinum. All right. And you can go and write down a Frost Giant Strength Potion. Yeah, let me just double check that. Yes. Yeah, so when you drink that, it'll turn your strength score will become 23 for 1 hour. Yeah. So you can go look that up and write that down. Awesome.
No.
Yeah.
And, how much Dream Lily would I be able to purchase from you today?
How much do you have? How much do you want? In stock, we have about, I think 4 doses.
I would love 2 of those. If
2 of
you
those.
can.
All right.
Gives you enough. 1 vial, which seems to be 2 doses of Dream Lily, which has this, like, kind of effervescent gas that kind of comes off of the top, and this light, like, slight, like, lotus pink into a green concoction. And you have enough for 2 doses of that. That's going to be 10 gold.
All right. I will hand that over.
And then the Alchemist Fire, how many of that did you want?
How many of
What
that
else
did you
do-
want?
I would also like to purchase 2 flasks.
2 flasks. Okay, that's going to be 15 gold each, so that's 30 gold.
Wonderful.
All right, so you now have 2 flasks of Alchemist Fire and 2 doses of Dream Lily. All right, sounds good. Does that kind of take care of you guys over there? There's also healing potions if you guys wanted them.
How much for the healing potions?
It kind of goes up by a factor of 10 for each one. Well, sort of. The regular ones are 10 gold each. The greater ones about 50 gold each, and the superior ones are 100 gold each. We have 5 of each the healing potions in stock, but we can brew more. They go quite quickly.
I'll take 2 of the regular, 1 of the greater.
All right, let's go into be 20 gold, 70 gold in total.
And I'll hand that all over.
All right.
You see his wings of the rotund pixie is like kind of struggling to keep him aloft at times. And as he like goes to like take each of these potions, you notice that there's pretty great strain. And he's going to like drag the potions over across the counter to get payment. It's pretty funny. All right, so you can write down 2 of those regular healing potions and then 1 greater healing potion.
Great. Awesome. Thank you.
Cool. All right, does that do it for you guys?
Yes.
Awesome. So we'll go and go over to Emran. You're in Delinar's silversmith. You see the great harp-like structure that forms the majority of their smithing tools, currently alight, flaring about, working as they are working on the tail end of what seems to be this large, ornate spear, decorative in nature, and it like quenches into oil a couple of times, and you watch as the sweat pouring off Delinar's brow starts to slow as the rhythm of their harp playing like kind of slows down. Got me a good time. This is where some of the smithy tends to relax a bit. What can I get you? Yeah, Halfling, I'm looking at you. Emran, what did you want to get from the blacksmith? Oh no. Ooh, Zach has been saying he's been having internet problems for a lot of the morning. I'll go ahead and text him. Then why don't we go ahead and go over to Fen? You wanted to go to Ilfendarel then, yeah? We'll come back to Emran later.
Cool. Yes, I would like to go and visit Ilfendarel.
All right. Sounds good. So you visit Luna Lovegood in her temple. The white eyelashes, white eyes, white hair, the small frame of this very quirky guardian keeper of knowledge, and also the high priest of Corellin here in these parts. And as you kind of explain your little case, Ilfendarel says, "Well, there isn't a whole lot of time, but I can try. We can try one more time. Artie, do you mind being my assistant? Yay, friends." And then she kind of like reaches out and starts to teach you. So if you wanted to go ahead and make an Arcana check, you can do this at advantage.
Great.
Because you've trained once before.
Okay, the first roll is a 4 plus 6 is 10,
Uh-huh.
and the second roll is 12 plus 6 is 18.
Oh, no, that's not bad. That's good. So with an 18, you're now right about where Artie is. So you will now be able to
Okay.
start casting magic at about 50% of doing the wild surge. So whenever you cast magic, just roll d20. If it's even, you're good. If it's odd, then you have to roll on the wild magic surge table.
Sounds good.
Lovely. All right. Cool. So that does it for you. Let's see. We're still waiting on Emran. We'll go ahead and have Emran come back in a bit. I'm definitely assuming she's gonna wanna get some like daggers or armor or something. I guess. Yeah. Smiler, did you want to take over? Start talking about your stuff.
I would love to try and
Hell yeah.
find Fen.
Oh, yeah, sounds good.
Wow,
After a
wow.
bit of time, you guys all kind of gather up at the lowest part, which is the oh gosh, not the roots. You guys gather on the grounds of Sanctuary, kind of watching Corellin's Rangers currently going off and training off in the corner. You are a part of them, Smiler, so you know. And you're able to find both Joko and Fen after meeting up.
Quite a sight, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really something, that's for sure.
I wanted to ask. You fought and sealed them away last you met the demons.
Right, yeah.
How?
Well, I think I'd be lying if I didn't say there was a bit of dumb luck involved, but, basically, because you know, those portals, they spawn demons, so we were able to either incapacitate or kill the ones that were already there, and then we've got this bow. They've been calling it a Remnant of Desolation.
Do
Does
I
that
know
ring
what
any
that
bells?
is, Daniel?
You can go ahead and make a history check.
All right. 25.
25.
Ooh.
Yeah, you've heard of those. Those are really, really powerful magical items. Incredibly rare artifacts of times long past.
You have a remnant.
Yeah.
Well, there's
Yeah.
still strange things.
Yeah, it's about to get stranger, actually. It's, Corellin's bow, as it turns out. Yeah, so, sort of harnessing the magic from that combined with, Solaris and I, we did the, the singing thing.
You are all truly gifts from Corellin himself.
Well,
think
I
we
don't
can
know
do
about
this.
that.
We have to do this, and with that at your side, I think we actually have a chance.
Right, yeah, speaking of which, so what happened to the rest of your crew? Are they wounded? Are they,
I
are
don't
they
know.
alive?
I wish I could tell you. I was the only one that wasn't able to make it out. But we were all under some sort of illusory effect, hallucinations, saw things that weren't there, felt things that weren't there.
Right.
And by the time I came out, my squad mates, our blink dogs, nowhere to be found. I was alone.
Sorry. We're gonna do everything that we can to help, and hopefully we can find them.
I'm hoping that if they were taken back alive to the source. We can track them back there and destroy it once and for all. And with that remnant of desolation at your side, I think we can do this.
Yeah, I do too.
All right. With that, Emran, you wanted to
Yes,
go to Delinaris, yeah?
Oh,
Sorry.
our
You
one
go.
remnant. I was gonna say our one remnant of desolation. That one thing that's really keeping us in with this. Just the one thing.
Just the one thing. No
He
one else is
doesn't
valuable.
know. He doesn't
No one else did
know.
anything to help, that's for sure.
Lol.
Lol, dude. All right.
It's been a month, give me a break.
No, you're good. All right. Emran, you wanted to get some stuff from the smithy. What did you want to get? There are a whole bunch of collections of armors. Just to make things easy for you, Delinaris has studded armor +1, so a magical studded armor. Delinaris also has a couple of swords and spears and different things. And I'm sure things that would catch your eye would be he has they have a number of daggers +1, which are magical. Oh no, your connection. You can just go and type it. You can type it and I'll let them know what you say. It's all good, buddy. Brother, you doing okay? You can just go ahead and type out what you want. Oh man, oh no,
Oh,
Zach.
man.
His internet is so fried right now. Can you type, bud? Or hear me? I guess that second one is a little important. Oh, I see. Yeah, do that. Okay, yeah. Okay. Cool. I'll go and do that in the background as we're kind of figuring that out. But with that, Artie kind of comes over to you all and says, guys, I have a couple things I think I want to work on here for a little bit. I think you'll be fine without me for a bit. So, and don't worry, if you ever get in trouble, I'll just like teleport in and you can just tell me where you are. But I'm going to. He pulls out the little ivory thing with a couple of gems. You remember that thing that I told you about at the hot spring? I'm gonna be working on that, I think, for a bit.
All right.
I think it'll help if it's done. So, I promise I'll be back as soon as I'm done though.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Good luck. Kind of gives you a wave. And he kind of goes over and begins kind of tinkering on his own with the ivory, carving something into it. It looks like. All right.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yes, we can. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Wonderful. It's not too bad on that.
No. You're good. You're good.
Cool.
All
All
right.
right, sweet. So, do we have any enhanced kind of daggers or
I
anything?
did. Yes, I did say that Delinaris, they have +1 daggers. Yes. +1 daggers,
wonderful.
and they have a +1 set of armor as well.
I have a light-studded armor that says +1.
Oh, your studded armor is +1. Great.
Yeah. Okay. So I think I already have what I can have for
Lovely.
that. So let me just be interested in the daggers.
Okay.
I'll take 2 of those +1 daggers. However, Emryn is going to reach into her bag
Okay.
and then pull out a single silver piece and go, wait 1 second. And I'm going to run out. And then I think Artie has the group funds right now. I think I probably wasn't here when we distributed funds.
You do realize that this is more than 1 silver. Yeah. You all distributed it equally. As you run over to Artie, grab the money, come back. Yeah.
Okay, heard. And then I'm gonna.
I think Kyle sent you guys in the chat how much everyone got equally.
Okay, heard. On my own, I will refer to those notes
Sounds
and
good.
add that to my inventory. But for now, what should I remove?
The
once I have
+1. So how many +1 daggers are you buying? 2?
that? Well, how much are they? I might get 3.
They're 110 gold each because they're magically enchanted.
110 gold each. I'll take 2.
2, so 220 gold. All right, sounds good. I'm sending you that stat block there for your use. And there you go. So you have 2 +1 daggers. These ones, Delinaris gives you a matching set as they kind of reach out and pull these like curved handled daggers where they kind of like curve, kind of like Count Dooku's lightsabers. And they have like this kind of ornate like thumb grip that comes into this like leather wrapped curved handle with a silver, like what looks to be hawk's beak as a pommel. A silver hawk's beak that's been kind of like threaded and carved into the hilt. Both of these a matching set with these razor sharp blades that kind of come out of them. So they're beautiful daggers.
Am I gonna get enough to get a 3rd?
Do you want a 3rd?
I'm kind of thinking about asking him for a 3rd.
All right. Well, that's another 110 gold. By the way, 110 gold.
Excuse me.
For that. Don't worry, I messed up on
Okay.
it too, so it's cool.
If it once I get to that, it's good. I'm gonna have enough. It seems like I will, right, guys?
Yes, I believe so. I believe you all split it 500 platinum each, right? So that's 5,000 gold each, if I remember correctly.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna take 3.
Okay, cool. So that's 300. So write down 3 minus 330 gold. All right.
Perfect. This is so beautiful. I want 1 more.
Well, great. Well, not a matching set for that one. I can get you. How about this one? And this one is still really beautiful. This one doesn't have a leather guard actually. Or a leather like wrap for it. It just has actually. It's kind of like you know how like a knuckle duster has those finger imprints on it. That's what this dagger has for its hilt.
Okay.
All right. So you have those 3 daggers now.
Wonderful.
Lovely.
I will. Sweet. I'll fork over all that gold. I'll just lay it out in a pile.
Great.
And yeah, that'll work. And I'm just gonna start flipping one of them in my hand. And is there like a nearby piece of wood or something, like a wall that seems
Yeah,
pretty
I mean,
sturdy?
there's an entire tree that is Sanctuary's made out of. There's a lot of wood around here. There's also
that does not seem like something I want to throw.
There's
a
also
dagger
the training range where Corellan's Rangers are firing arrows into targets and stuff.
I'm gonna go try these out right now. Thanks. I'm gonna go run out.
Yeah.
Go to the training range.
Thanks for the patronage. All right, you run out. Okay.
Yep, and I'm just gonna be out at the training range, just throwing these new daggers and just getting in tune with them.
Yeah, they sink like all the way to the hilt. When you're throwing them into the straw dummies, they just shunk, like they are so sharp and just really, really nice as you pull them out. And when you pull them out, it doesn't even dislodge like the straw. It's such a clean cut through the straw that it just slips out like butter. These are very, very sharp, very good daggers.
Nice.
Gotcha.
Nice,
Sorry,
cool.
you all have 440 platinum pieces, so that's 4,400 gold. So you would now have 4,070 gold.
Perfect. And then do these daggers require attunement?
No, they do not.
Okay, wonderful. So then
I believe your flame tongue dagger does, but these don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, perfect. So you have those, and you match up with the rest of the group, and I think with that, you guys are all set to go, unless there's anything else you'd like to do.
Daniel, can I just ask a question?
Of course.
No, you can't ask any questions in my game.
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, well, you're joking, but don't be mad because I know you've explained this to me before.
Oh,
I
no,
just
no,
still
no.
don't get it.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I tried to Google it, to be fair, but
Okay.
I don't understand. So I have this +2 spellcasting focus.
Yes, you do.
What does that do?
That's great. So any attack roll that you take, so like maybe you have a firebolt, right? Any spell that has an attack roll where it says you have to roll to hit, that one you will have to roll.
You add +2.
And then you add +2 to whatever your already existing thing is. However, with DCs or saving throws that you would roll, like say like the opponent has to roll, it doesn't affect those.
Okay.
That makes sense?
That is a bummer.
Mike
That's,
Shinch?
like most of my spells. Okay, cool. Thank you.
No worries, no worries. All right. Cool, sounds good. All right, you guys ready to go?
Yeah.
Perfect. And you watch as Corellan's Rangers, they all sing in unison, or whoever's at the guard, and you watch the giant tree trunk that makes up the side wall of Sanctuary lifts up to make a gate for you all, the familiar sight, as it opens up towards the south. Smiler in the lead.
All right, be on your guard.
Let's do it, Smiles.
All right, and with that, you guys begin trekking your way. Who wants to make survival checks? Who wants to lead the group? Who wants to do the damn thing?
I kind of know where I'm going at this point, right?
You are familiar, yes.
All right.
All
Do
right.
it, Smiley.
Oh, wait, Daniel.
Yes.
One final thing. So when we were at the demon portal last time,
Mm-hmm.
Artie was the one who cast whatever it was that helped us, like,
he
not...
cast Intellect Fortress, I believe.
Okay.
Yes, that was the
since
thing that
he's
prevented
not-
you guys from going crazy, yeah.
Since he's not here today, is there a way for us to ask him, like, earlier, like, could you put one of those in a moat for us? Like...
Oh, that's a really good idea. Yeah, sure. Now that you asked, he is going to create a little moat, that little like tiny pearl, store the spell inside, and say, yeah, whoever wants to hold it and use it. It lasts for an hour, and you also have to concentrate on it. But you know, if something goes crazy out there and I can't help you, then yeah.
Cool.
Well, Smiley, how far away is this portal?
How far was it?
Are we gonna be there in 1 hour? Walk
No,
in
we
there.
we can cast it later if we want. We can take it with us and use it once we need it.
Joker's gonna point to the little like mote of light in Fenn's hand and say, "How long is this thing gonna last, huh?"
Do note that Intellect Fortress, Artie's gonna cast it as a the high spell level that he can. Fen, what is your highest spell slot?
7.
7. So he's gonna use the 7th level. That will only do 4 people.
Okay. Does it have to be Does it have to be a spellcaster who uses it?
No.
Okay, because I don't know if I'm the best person, because if it requires concentration, that's going to make it
No,
a
no,
lot
no.
harder
I
for me
asked you
to-
about the spell slot because that's the highest level that Artie could cast it at.
Oh,
um,
okay.
Yeah, so... Yes, so...
But, like, I could give it to Emran.
Yes, Emran could be the one to activate it. Joko could be the one to activate it. One of you guys can... It doesn't matter who activates it, but...
Okay, cool.
Yeah. It'll only affect 4 people, though. So...
Okay.
And you have Fen, Joko, Smiler, Emran, Poe with you.
So
Okay.
that's 6, right?
That's 5. That's 5.
5. I can count. That's cool.
Yeah, so one person will be
We'll
with...
cross the bridge when
will
we
be
when
without
we get to it.
protection. Yeah, all right. Cool.
Upon hearing that,
Oh, he has to roll a D100.
I can cast a little bit of magic, and one of those is protection from certain creatures, including fiends. It's a little bit of protection from being charmed or frightened, but I'm not sure how well that is going to go against something like this.
Oh, yeah.
It takes you a little while to get the marble from him, though, because he turns into a sheep when he does it. He turns into a sheep again.
Bah, bah, bah.
We're going shocking grass, baby.
And yep. I'll just gonna speed through it as you shock the sheep yet again. Gets up. I don't know why I keep turning into sheep. It's a problem. Here's the marble. Yeah, good luck. I'll see you guys in a bit. And he's like kind of shrugging off the currently singed wounds on him as he's like stumbling away.
It couldn't have been that bad.
Oh.
I'm gonna need everyone to roll psychic damage for that one.
Psychic
All right.
That
So
was 100% in character.
So you guys have the intellect fortress. You guys have the intellect
Great.
fortress. It's stored into the marble. It'll last an hour whenever you activate it, and it requires concentration. It requires conversation. You need to talk to each other really nicely. And anyways, all right. Who wants to lead the pack? Who wants to give us the survival check to navigate?
I rolled
This
an
group?
18
Ha.
on
18. 18. Nice. Lovely. That is good enough. As you guys trek for the better part of the day, Smiler, you begin to recall the area of the forest that you all entered in, you and your squad, trekking past your normal outposts where you would normally patrol around the area of Sanctuary, and going far deeper, following the tracks that you and your mates left, which are still relatively fresh. A couple of them have been strewn aside. Some other creatures have like kind of brushed past some of the indents, but for the most part, you're able to track them down until you get to the part of the forest that you distinctly remember. There is, again, that scent of corruption in the air, that kind of decaying, death-like smell. And not only is there the smell, but it is reflected not only on the ground as it was before, but now even in the trees, as they've become gnarled
Ooh.
and purplish, just unnatural colors just showing up in the fauna in ways that are just unnerving and unnatural. It kind of sends a chill down your spine, and it makes you almost want to turn up your nose, seeing just how great the horrible effects are of what's going on here.
Emerin turns up her nose.
Mm.
We're close.
Well, guess we're going in the right direction then.
All right.
Can I roll for perception?
Of course. Of course.
It's going to be a 19.
19. Great. As you kind of roll and you're checking things out, wait, what are you? Not roll. Sorry. You're smelling and sniffing and staring. And as you're kind of looking around, you notice that there's a set of tracks that are going around this area. It seems to be a little bit fresher than the ones that Smiler is currently looking at. Seem to be, it looks like maybe like dog prints.
I do a check on the tracks to see if they give me anything.
Sure, that's a survival check, I guess. It depends on what you're looking for. Are you looking for like what creature it is? Are you looking for
Creature
what
and time. Can I look for both?
creature in time? Yeah. So I'd say survival check. Survival check is probably this one.
Okay.
For time, you might need an nature
18.
check. 18. Okay. Yeah. I'll say that's fine. With an 18, you're not familiar, but you remember that Balrock, Arjuna's dog, made similar paw prints in the ground. If you remember what creature that was. It was a blink dog for reference. And then on top of that, these ones are maybe like, maybe 2 hours, 3 hours, pretty fresh, relatively speaking.
I'll articulate that to the group in case it does anything for anyone.
Sure.
Smilo, didn't you mention that you had blink dogs with you?
Yes, those tracks could be them.
That means that there might be friends, right?
I hope.
Yeah, I wouldn't hold my breath. And Joko's gonna take the black blade off of his back and start holding it in his arms.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna pull out my flame tongue dagger. Is it pretty dark around here?
It's starting to get a little darker. I mean, remember, it's always perpetual twilight here, but you can tell that it's starting to get in late night. So it's always like dim light here. You can always see, but it's dim light. Also, noticeably, the fairy lights that you're pretty used to kind of being around the Feywild, they are not here. Those are all gone.
Got it. I won't activate the flame tongue dagger in that case, and I'll also pull out one of my +1 daggers.
Sounds good.
Can I take a look at the tracks just to get us using my Natural Explorer? And
Of course.
Just look to see if I can tell exactly how many.
You actually don't
the
even
dogs
need to
are-
make a check for me. These, you're looking at traces of fur on the ground as well. These are your dogs. This is your pack of dogs. The 4 of them.
I'm gonna motion to the rest of the group and just cautiously look around, but I'm gonna start following the tracks.
Okay, sounds good. You'll begin following the tracks to the forest. Or if you guys want to follow after Smiler, I guess. It's up to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, you do. And as you're kind of looking around, as you get deeper in the forest, you see clumps of fur that have dropped off, even with patches of blood. You see, it looks the tracks as they go forward, like there's like what looks to be like this small pool of like muck and blood where the ground has been disturbed for a bit. And there are like noticeable clumps of fur on the ground as well as a little bit of blood. As you go on for about that's about 45 minutes after you found the initial sets of tracks. All right, if you don't want to investigate it, that's totally fine. We'll keep going. As you guys keep following the tracks forward.
Yeah, I'll just keep following.
Sounds good. As you keep going forward, the tracks aren't as steady as they were before. They start to take more of an erratic shape, almost as if they were injured, like limping through the forest. These tracks, even fresher, maybe an hour. As you keep following them, there is trickles of blood now, making the tracking even easier as you guys go through. Some of the blood not even fully dried, still even shining a bit red. As you do, the fur seems to that's clumping off. Some of it seems to have fallen off. The original was like this golden hue, and now there's some matted with blood, and sometimes it's brown, and sometimes it's maybe black. And it's about this point now that you're reaching end of day. You guys have been trekking through the forest for an entire day before you got to this point. You start to hear
I take off running in that direction.
Take off right after.
You watch
him.
Smiler just vanish to the trees.
Yeah, I'll
So
run
what's-
after him too.
What's Smiler's pronouns?
He, him.
Him.
Perfect, thank you.
You guys begin running through the trees. as you guys are just like vaulting over various
Joko,
points of roots.
start running too.
As you guys are like running over roots, over different like outstretched pieces of bark, low-hanging branches like threatening to snap in your face as you guys are the wind rushing past you guys. As you guys are just like sprinting through, and the whole while you hear this kind of like pained howl in the background. Just
Emmer's
kind of
gonna
like emanating
ignite
out.
a flame tongue dagger in this Naruto sprint. Just nod it.
Sounds good.
As we're taking off, yeah.
Right, you say nade, and the flame just erupts into life, casting this like orangish red glow across the forest floor as you guys are sprinting over. Smiler, you at the front, about 3 paces ahead of everyone else, start to hear the howl closer and closer and closer as you get forward, and you can hear now even like sound of movement. And you also hear the separate sound coming from like the similar direction. This intermingled with the howl.
Yeah, I'm taking my short sword out.
You take your short sword out, and as you burst through this opening in the clearing, you look before you, expecting to see your dogs, the 4 packs of them, maybe some wounded, maybe something else. Go to make a perception check.
All right.
Just him?
Just him. He's at the front.
Got
That is 21.
21. You look in front of you, expecting to see your pack of 4 dogs maybe being assaulted by something, or being like attacked. But there was one creature in the clearing with its head up. Wait, no, not head. Heads. Multiple of them. Screaming up into the air in a howl. A twisted, deformed subject with what seems to be these 3 formed heads kind of all conglomerated together, all wolf-like or dog-like in nature, in just horrid pain. And one of them isn't even well formed. It's a maw in the center of its chest, not even able to close its mouth. Eyes in the middle of its shoulder, just kind of darting around, bloodshot and in pain. And you see this thing thrashing about in the clearing in front of you.
Oh, God.
And that is where we're going to take our break.
Whoa.
All right, y'all.
Nice.
All right. I will see you guys in 10 minutes, and we'll roll initiative after that.
All right.
All right,
Okay.
y'all. All right, y'all. It'll be
Sounds
fun.
good.
All right, all right, all right, all right. See you guys soon.
All right.
All right, and we're back. Before we get started into the combat with this terrifying image in front of you, for those of you guys who are in the chat, we have a quick announcement for you guys. We've been working on a bunch of things in the background to kind of try and expand the community that we have here, and we love you guys, and thank you so much for supporting. So we've actually created a Discord community that you all can join. Our good friend Sweemy will post it now in the chat, but if you guys wanted to join the community and you wanted to see the memes that we post or just hang out, we have a bunch of things going on there. It'll basically be a community for you guys to meet us, for you guys to meet each other, and for us to create like a little space of good vibes in this terrifying world, and from this terrifying Eldritch Horror dog. So if you guys want to be saved from that, go ahead and come on over to the Discord. We'd love to have you there. It would be super fun. All right. We'll be blasting it in the next couple weeks too, but please feel free to join. We'd be so excited to have you all join there. Yeah. Without further ado, as you hear the howling and the various voices intermingled in horrific pain, I need you all to roll initiative. All right. Smiler, as you run up on this, on this.
I'm not kidding. That's a natural 20.
Yo!
I got a 22!
No way!
Wait, really?
No
Yeah.
way!
What's your deck?
That is a 30 initiative.
Oh my god!
Whoa, fuck.
30, holy crap, dude. Holy crap. That's insanity.
Damn.
Oh my god. Someone exclamation point nat 20 in the chat, please. Crazy.
Twice. Read that twice.
2 of them. Oh my god. All right.
Daniel, is there a map for this, or can I see my two?
Boy, is there.
I can
My
click on my
token?
token.
Is there. On your
My
toker.
toker.
All right. Smiler.
That
as-
means I can just roll directly to the
as
turn order.
you're in front.
A 12, an honest roll.
Hey, an honest roll. Sounds good.
Respectable.
Indeed. All right. Cool. So, with the nat 20s, let's go. So, Smiler with a 30 initiative. Smiler with a 30. Joko with a 12. Very, very honorable roll. Emran, what's your roll on initiative?
21.
21. Got it. 21 for Emran. And Fen, yours was a natural 20, which is 24. Nice. And then the creature will roll. Okay, nice. You guys are all going before the creature. As the horror rolls a...
Don't call her that.
They are...
She's a beautiful lady.
No, that's, Are you talking about the conglomeration of blink dogs? Because it neither has one unique gender, nor is it a lady.
Nor is it beautiful.
Nor is it beautiful. Yeah. Not exactly the choicest word for it.
I mean, regardless of all that, I think it's still a bit much to call it a whore.
All right. Okay. Smiler, as you run through the trees and see this thing howling in pain and thrashing, just these eyes and its maw just kind of like gaping out, acid and dribble just spilling out onto the ground. What do you do?
I'm going to put my short sword away, back in the sheath.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to remove one of the Greek fire flasks, or not Greek alchemist fire flasks that I have. And then, as an action, I am going to activate my robe of scintillating colors, shedding bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for 60.
Okay.
Creatures that see me have disadvantage on attack rolls.
All right.
And any creature that can see me once it's activated must make a DC 15 Wisdom save or become stunned until the effect ends.
Okay, sounds good. So it's going to make its wisdom save as it gapes up at... That's a natural 20.
I have to make my wisdom save.
As you see one of the heads kind of flashes and like looks away confused, but the two other heads look and seem to be locked on to you. Not at all affected by the stunning effect. But it will have disadvantage as your robe kind of like emits these colors that shift and move in the twilight air. And as you're looking, Smiler, you're starting to notice pieces of this abomination that look very much like the dogs that you had.
Yeah. And then...
What was the roll again?
On the wisdom save?
We have to make wisdom saves?
Is it everyone, Smiler, or is it just enemies?
Oh, it is everyone.
Oh, all right. As you guys come through the trees, I need all of you to make that wisdom saving throw. It is a wisdom saving throw, right, Smiler?
Correct, it was wisdom.
Oh.
Okay, Joko succeeds. Fen is a 14.
So fucking wise.
Very, very wise.
I go,
Emran, what's
I
your
cover my
wisdom
hand.
save?
My eyes.
Hold for internet.
You're good. Just use your phone, homie.
Oh, sorry, it's a 15. I can do
15.
math.
Good.
15 is what you needed.
That's good. You
Oh,
would have
wow.
been stunned. That one
Wow.
really matters. Really
well, thank
matters.
you to this mantle of stars.
Yeah.
Hey.
While we're waiting for Emran, Smiler, is there anything you wanted to say as you're pulling out the fire and seeing this thing that used to be your dogs?
Well, first I would
And your
like
friends.
to bonus action Misty Step over here.
Okay.
And then once I do, I think in Elvish, I'm just going to say, I'm sorry for what I have to do. And get ready to throw the Alchemist Fire.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right, Smiler, does that
Emran is a 17.
17, so Emran, you succeed. Good. All right, so everyone succeeds on the stun, which is good. All right, that's the end of your turn, Smiler.
Yes.
Fen, you are up. Emran, you are on deck.
What is the radius of this light?
It's,
Yeah.
30 foot bright, 30 foot dim. Let's see, can I do...
Mhm.
You also have light coming from the flame tongue dagger, Fen.
Okay, yeah, I'm just Yeah.
It's not dim light around here. Just so you know, you don't have to put on the aura if you want because it's still well lit. There's actually these glowing mushrooms around giving ambient light in the area as well. So, so if you wanted to turn off the aura, you can. But yeah,
Will do.
those are.
Okay, so this area doesn't count as dim lighting?
It does count as dim light. This is correct.
Oh.
It's not bright light.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I am in that case going to cast Shadow Blade at 3rd level.
Ooh. Okay.
I'll take my I'll take my movement.
Okay. Sounds good. Shadow.
First, actually.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We'll go the full 30. Make sure. Great, yeah. So, Shadow Blade. So, like some of the shadows from the surrounding dim twilight weave themselves together to make a dagger in my hand. And I'm going to throw it at this creature.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So you're gonna throw it. You need to roll to hit.
Yes.
Okay. Sounds
And
good.
since it's in dim light, I'm attacking with advantage.
With advantage. Nice. Sounds good. You also get your +2 from your spell focus.
Correct. So, so am I adding sorry,
It's
I
your
guess I
casting
haven't
modifier,
really.
yeah. So.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah,
casting
so
modifier
it's,
plus your
20...
proficiency. Yeah.
Cool. 26.
26. Yeah, 26 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage. As this
Great.
blade of shadow like weaves itself in the middle of the dim light, and as it streaks across the battlefield like like this dart of shadow, this blackness that kind of pierces this line through the sky, just slamming into the creature.
So that's 17 psychic damage.
17 psychic damage. All right, sounds good.
And
You hear a crowd
then
as one of the heads like whimpers, another one just snarls.
great. And then bonus action, I'm gonna call it back to my hand.
Okay, and the shadow comes back once more. Nice. Good
And
stuff,
that's my
and that
turn.
ends your turn. All right. Okay, Emran, you are up. Joko, you're on deck.
Are these mushrooms something we can take cover behind?
Absolutely.
Cool. So 10, 15, 20. I'm going to move 20 feet so that, would you consider this 3/4 cover?
I would consider that half cover. If they're making a ranged attack against you. Yeah, that's like 3/4, almost full cover, yeah.
How wide
Okay,
are the
heard.
bases of these mushrooms? Is it
the base
thin
of them,
little stalk,
yeah,
or is it like big chunky, like
it's
you could
thin
make a
stock.
Smurf
It's
house
thin.
out of
It's
it?
thin stock. So that's why that one is like half cover, and behind that is like 3/4. So it's not like a full tree trunk. Basically, you're hiding behind, a shiitake mushroom, a little part of it, It's a thin stock. Anyways,
Okay. So that's 20 feet. So that would still be 20. Okay. So I'm out, revealed. And I'm going to throw my +1 dagger and the
Okay.
flame tongue dagger.
you're gonna throw both of them. Okay, so this is, you're 45 feet away, which is within range, but you'll do this at disadvantage if you throw them.
No, there's 60 thrown.
I know, but there's a short range and a long range. The short range is no disadvantage. The long range is with disadvantage. So you can hit it 60 feet away,
Oh.
but you have to make the throw at disadvantage.
Got it. Well, it's sure shit a good thing I'm doing both. Okay, cool.
Okay.
First one is a 27 to hit.
With disadvantage?
Oh, no, never mind. It's a 23 and a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. For the
Cool,
first
and
one, this is
then-
the flame tongue. As the fire streaks through the air right after the darkness, straight towards the conglomeration of dogs. All right.
And then the second one is a 14 to hit.
14 to hit. 14 unfortunately misses.
Okay, heard.
As the second one goes wide, slips into the ground.
Cool. All right, flame tongue. Let's do this.
Okay, roll damage with the additional d6s.
Yep.
Unfortunately, no sneak attack, I think, because there's nobody next to it, and you're not
Yeah,
within
totally.
5 feet. Yeah.
No, of course. and then normal. A D4 plus 5. 14 damage.
14 damage total. Nice. As it sinks in, and the fire dagger is now kind of a light at the base of, like, it looks to have just pierced right next to that gaping maw in its chest, which formerly was one of its mouths. And that one seems to be, like, moaning out in pain as the whole thing writhes and scatters, looking out at all of you. And you notice, Emran, it looks to be like, one of the heads looks to be like angrily snarling in your direction and Fenn's direction. The other two look to Trinavere and they start to whimper.
Oh.
To Smiler.
Oh.
I have a question for you.
Yes. Okay, what's your...
It's stuck inside this creature.
Yes.
Does that classify as a drop?
Sorry, what?
You know when you drop your weapon?
No, you threw... It's just embedded in the creature, so, like, in an additional turn, it
So
would be...
it's still emitting light.
Not exactly. It's because some of the flames are kind of a light on the outside, so it's emitting a little bit of light, but not. Remember, it's all dim light. You can still see. It's totally fine, right?
Yeah, totally.
For combat purposes.
Just if for some reason it like stepped outside of that.
Right. But like, you know, if you shoved your lantern into somebody, like, it would glow, but it wouldn't be shedding a bunch of light, right?
That makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you put like a light underneath like a tent tarp, it's the same thing, except this is flesh.
Got it.
But you can pull out the
All
dagger and use it again on your other two, and the pulling out the dagger would be a free action. All right.
All right. I'm gonna move my additional
5 feet. 'cause you used 20.
5 feet.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm in half cover right now.
All right, so you're in half cover. Sounds good. All right, Emran, that's the end of your turn. Joko,
Yep.
you are up.
I am going to run straight over this way, and then when I get to this point right here, I'm gonna raise up my sword, the black blade, and I'm going to start swinging it, and then midway through my my swing, I'm going to Misty Step directly in front of this abomination and cleave through it.
Vroom! Go to make your attack as you Emran, you watch just after you throw the flame dagger and the second dagger, the second one embeds into the ground. Joko runs right past you and vanishing in a gold flash of smoke, reappears again and slashes through. All right, go to make your attack,
16
Joko.
to hit the first one?
6, that just hits.
Excellent. I'm going to use Divine Smite at second level.
This is not
here.
a
Is this a
demon. It is an aberration. I don't know.
Is it a fiend? Oh, it's an aberration.
It is an aberration.
It is abominable.
It is abominable.
I'm going to use
It's
Divine
a
Smite
fusion
at,
of 4 dogs. Sad.
third level.
Third level. All right. So nice stuff.
So that is 14 slashing and 30 radiant damage.
The sword ignites like a flashbang, and as it flashes out, smoke trailing behind, you do cleave a good portion straight through this thing. Not all the way through, not hacking like a tree chunk, but like a good 2-foot gash appears in the side of this creature's thick hide. And that's a total of, you said 40...
It's 44 total.
44 total. Yes, it is 44 total. Gotcha. Nice. Good stuff. As you take a huge swing.
My second hit.
This creature is now looking bloodied.
My second swing, that's a 26 to hit.
26 does hit, yeah.
And we use a level 1 Divine Smite on this one.
Divine Smite as you come back around and swing once more.
That's going to be 7 radiant and 13 slashing, so 20 total.
20 total damage. Nice stuff. Yeah, it's in pain. It's in pain as it's howling out in the middle of this. And it directs its angry eyes.
And that's where I end my turn, right in
toward
front
you.
of it.
All right, sounds good. It is now the corrupted Blink Dog's turn. This mass of entrails and tentacles and flesh and these 3 gaping maws, each seemingly with a mind of their own, begin to lumber past you, Joko. Not quite getting outside of your melee range, but lumbering past, and you watch as 2 of the heads look over to you, Smiler, and they go, sad eyes directed at you.
Babies.
Not babies. Not
Smiler,
babies.
do you do anything? Do you say anything?
No words escape my lips.
All right. As soon as you do, you can see him. You can see which dog is which. You can start to see the little like notes of what scars they would have on their cheeks, what parts of their fur would have, what one of the dogs does when their ear droops. You're finding yourself having to kind of grapple with that this is more than just a monstrosity. But as it does, Joko, as it's here, it is going to, it looks at you kind of angrily, but you watch as it bounds forward, about to leave your melee range. You get ready to cleave, and it vanishes. As it teleports over here, like a blink dog does. And you watch as all of its entrails and its tentacles and its maws thrash out in this huge whip, all in this 30-foot in this 20-foot radius, just kind of destroying some of the mushroom and the various floor patterns, because ripping it up as it uses its teleporting thrash ability. I need Fen and Emrin to make dexterity saving throws for me.
All right. Ooh, God. 10.
10. That unfortunately fails. Emrin?
Aw.
It's gonna be a 16.
16. I think a 16 just succeeds. So, Emrin, you take no damage as you're able to back out of the way. Thankfully, the cover from the mushroom getting destroyed, actually leaving you with enough time to move out of the way as you dodge. However, Fen, you are slammed with the group of tentacles and the maw as it hits into you, and you take 24 points of bludgeoning damage as it whips around, rending the space in the middle.
Ouch.
Ouch. All right. And with that, that is going to end its turn. Smiler, you are up. Fen, you're on deck.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna try something. Just see if anything happens. I'm going to use 40 feet of movement, or 35 feet of movement to get right here.
Okay.
I'm going to reach out, put my hand right on the back of whatever this creature has become. I'm just going to cast Protection from Evil and Good.
On it.
On it.
Okay.
Just to see what happens.
Okay. Wow.
Hopefully reaching out, looking for one of the dogs to cast it on.
This is technically one creature, even though they have multiple minds.
Okay.
So it'll affect one of them. Oh, gosh. Okay. The protection grants several benefits. Creatures of those types have disadvantage on... Okay. Aberrations, Celestials, Elementals, Fae, Fiends, and Undead.
This is interesting.
If a creature is already under one of these effects, it has advantage on any saving throw it makes to resist them.
Okay, I'm going to have you go ahead and make a Persuasion check with advantage because you're doing this.
Okay. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay. 24.
24. You watch as just after it's thrashed around its tentacles and its mouths, currently ripping up the ground and Fen. As you put it, your hand, it jerks up, rearing back towards you to try and strike out of instinct, and then it sees your face, and as you release the magic, you watch as the portions of its eyes seem to look at you curiously, and then just with this intense sadness and pain, as you cast this magic, kind of rushing over the back of it, and it goes down on all fours like what a dog does when it's submissive, and it kind of gazes up at you sadly with its 3 heads and its 1 maw, and it doesn't seem to be attacking you.
Can
Alright,
I look
Smiler.
over at Fen and say something real quick?
Yes.
Can your bow do anything at all to heal this corruption?
Ben looks at him with pity and says, I don't think it works like that, mate. I can put him out of his misery, though, if you want.
Is there any hope in the back of my mind that they can be saved?
Go ahead and make a... Go ahead and make a Arcana check for me.
Okay.
Or perception check. Perception check.
Perception.
Perception check. Perception check.
Perception check.
It's not quite Arcana.
18.
18. You're seeing there are elements where the dog is leaking out this black ichor from its mouth and its side and from places that you guys have struck it. And man, this thing's pretty far gone, but maybe there's a slim chance. It looks like this thing was, you don't know how, and you don't know what kind of horrid thing would do this to your dogs, but it has fused them together. And if it was fused, maybe there's a way to unfuse it? Maybe.
What are we doing here, Smiler? Come on.
It's up to you. It's a slim chance.
There might be a way we can remove them from this thing. I
Remove
don't know
them
how.
From what? They're all melted into each other. Even
Yes,
if
but
they
there's
weren't
elements here
possessed.
that aren't just them. That there's something else. They can still be saved.
All right. So what?
It's gonna end.
What
my
you
turn.
want?
All right, Smiler, that's the end of your turn. Fen, you are now up.
Oh God. Oh, by the way, Daniel, I rolled retroactively odd on the
Oh, yes,
on the roll
thank you so
tonight,
much
so
for
this
reminding
is-
me. Oh, and also
Yeah,
Divine
this is-
Smites and the Misty Steps. I'm gonna need you to roll,
yeah, I get
Andrew.
3
Yeah,
of
yeah.
those, huh?
You do have 3. So just go and roll. Fen, what's the roll on the Wild Magic Search?
11.
Okay, 11. Roll a d10, please.
God. 10.
10. You rolled a 10?
I did.
Fen.
Yeah, it's in the.
Fen, as you're staring up at Smiler, like talking to him, trying to figure out what's going on, you feel like he's suddenly gotten a lot taller.
Oh no.
And maybe like the mushrooms have gotten a lot taller. Maybe the ground's close. You're like, wait. Did I just get shorter? You were shorter by about 10 inches.
10 inches.
Oh, my
Daniel.
beautiful elven height.
What's up?
Oh, sad, mundane human height.
Oh
I
God.
I rolled a 53 and
53.
a 53 and a 10.
No. Okay, so you're immune to alcohol for the next couple of days. Let me see how many. You're immune to alcohol for 53. Oh my God, this is too many dice for me to roll. 1, 2, 4, 8.
Oh my God.
8, 9, 12, 14, 17, 21 days. So for the next like 2 weeks, basically, alcohol ain't gonna affect you.
Is that 53
Yeah,
twice?
and then you said a 10?
A 10, yes.
Okay. As you misty step out, or after your second smite, you look up at this creature at the middle of them all talking, and the smoke around you from the residual magic from your sword bursts out in a collection of missiles. I need you to roll magic missile as a 5th level spell, which is, I mean, as 5th level, it's 3 darts with 1 more each. So 5th level is, so 5 darts. Yep. So 5
what would
darts,
that
each
be?
of them do 1d4 plus 1 force damage. So you run 5d4 plus 5. 5d4 plus 5.
Boosh.
Bosh.
Very
Wow.
average.
Very average, 16 damage. Okay, that all slams into this creature. That was before they did the persuasion check, so I won't say that it affects the social stuff, because I don't think that'd be fair. All right. Cool. Awesome. That's all that stuff. Smiler, it is the end of your turn. Fen, you're up. What are you doing?
Ben is gonna look over at Emran and look back at the dog and look at Emran, just sort of like eyebrow cocked. Do you have any
Emran
response?
smiles.
Smiles like a gentle, benevolent smile, or smiles like fuck 'em up smile?
Gentle benevolent.
Okay. Fenn's gonna look at Joko. And back at the dog, and then up at Joko.
Joko has like just slashed this thing twice, and he's kind of in the middle of turning around with his sword, and he has his brow furrowed and his teeth grit as he like kind of is pushing his like feet into the earth, like he's tensing to spring forward.
All right. Fen looks up at Smiler and says, "I'm sorry, man." And I'm gonna throw my Shadow Blade again.
Okay. Do you want to strike with it melee? Because if you throw it, it'd be at disadvantage. It's technically within 5 feet of you.
Yeah, I'll do a melee
Sounds
attack
good.
with it.
So melee spell attack. You got it. And it's with advantage because it's still dim light.
Yeah, so 26 to hit.
26 hits. Go and roll damage.
Okay. 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay.
Psychic damage.
Sunk as it sinks into it. It howls out in pain, starting to panic. It's starting to thrash on the ground, still trying to stay somewhat submissive to you, Smiler, but it looks like it's backing into a corner, and its eyes are starting to go wide with panic.
Okay, and then I'm going to use some sorcery points to cast Blight.
Okay.
On him.
Go ahead and
So
needs to make a
he
Constitution
makes a
saving
con
throw.
save.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a natural 3 on the die. He has a pretty good con modifier, but I think that will actually fail.
He needs to beat an 18.
Yeah, he rolls. I believe that's a 14, so he fails.
All right. It's 29 points of necrotic damage.
How do you want to do this?
Ben, standing behind this dog, releases this shadow magic energy, and it's not an explosion, and it's not it's almost gentle. Like the dog's eyes, as they're looking up at Smiler, just start to close. Some of the light starts to drain out of them, and its body it lays down on the ground fully and shudders a bit as it just lays down dead.
It looks up at you, Trinivere, with one of its eyes as it glances up, this black blight consuming the back of it from Fenn's direction. And as it shudders and goes limp and still, it falls over to its side, its multiple tendrils and limbs going weak and falling over as even the mushrooms and the ground around you begins to, from the essence of the magic Fen, climb up the ends of its appendages, almost starting to retake it into the forest floor as the series of corrupted blink dogs dies. Fen, I also need you to roll a d20.
Yes. 2.
2. Whoa. Okay.
A d20?
Sorry. A d100. D100. Yeah, d22. Even. You're good. You're good. Yes.
Yeah.
You're good. I was gonna be like, that's really bad on the magic surge table. All right. y'all are out of combat.
I want to know what a crit fail is.
Y'all are out of combat.
I'm
gonna go over and pull my flame tongue dagger out of the lying corpse.
You got it.
And then go walk over towards Joko and go collect my +1 dagger.
Sounds good. You do so. And Trinivere, you find yourself sitting over this.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry, man. I know that they were once your pets, your friends, but we just don't have time to figure out how to heal them, what to do. Like, there are more important things at hand. I hope you can understand. I am truly sorry.
No, I know you did what you thought was right. I will not hold any anger towards you for that. They are at peace now. And while there was a small chance they could have been saved, who knows what kind of life that could have been for them. So, he looks up at you, Fen, and actually gives you a smile. Thank you.
And gives a little nod and then is gonna walk over to Joko and Emran and sort of give Trinivir some space if he wants it.
Got it. Fen, before you go to make a quick perception check for me.
10 plus
Not bad.
5, 15.
15. As you look down on, as you kind of give, like, Trinivir basically kind of a little pat. As you look down at the dog, that black liquid looks real familiar.
Hmm.
Real
Can
familiar.
I collect some of it in
Yes, you
some
can.
vials?
Yes, you can. With your alchemist kit?
Yes.
Okay. You trying to keep this hidden, or are you trying to keep it?
Well, Jogo and Emran seem like they're talking. I'm gonna I am gonna try to keep it hidden so I can make a sleight of hand check. I'm just gonna like kneel down, place my hand on one of the dog's head, and sort of bow my head as if I'm,
I'll
maybe
actually-
saying a prayer or.
Go to make
I'll
a.
actually also be saying a prayer with my eyes closed and my head
Yeah.
down. The dog.
Okay. Go and do the sleight of hand check.
Ooh, 17 plus
Oh, yeah.
4.
You'll be fine. Trinivir, just real quick, what's your passive perception?
Definitely not
Great.
21.
You're good. Take the alchemist kit out. You scoop with the vials of liquid. Put them away. No problem.
How many did I get?
I think you got 2.
Great.
So go and write that down.
Yeah.
All right. What would you like to do?
I would like to look around, see if I can find any more tracks, hopefully more humanoid in shape.
All right. Sounds good. You leave the body of your companions behind and go to make a survival check as you start looking around the area.
Alright. That is a 15.
A 15. Man, it's kind of hard to look around. You're seeing the thrashed up like pieces of this clearing where it looks like the corrupted dog had like kind of broken apart things in its pain and its anger, just like destroying a bunch of areas. And as you're looking around for tracks, it's been so thrashed about, it's hard to find anything. And especially at night when you guys are tired after a full day of travel, you might have to start again in the morning. You're not finding anything right now that's leading you anywhere.
Perhaps we should rest up before we continue on. Search for the rest of my party.
All right, yeah. Should we just make camp a bit away from here, or?
Yes.
How about more than a bit?
Great. Well, I can take first watch.
I'll be up early. I'll take the last watch.
I'm cool with sleeping.
You can wake me whenever I'm needed.
Great. All right. So it looks like we have people on watch. You guys find a separate clearing, a small glade. Still, the roots in the ground, kind of this weird purplish, toxic coloration. It's not at all inviting or particularly comforting. But you can make camp, and as you guys are looking around, like expecting the dome never comes because you remember that Artie actually isn't with you. He's still at Sanctuary, and you guys prepare to sleep out in the open. The first time in a pretty long time.
Can we see? Is there like stars in the sky?
Yes, there are. They're perpetual starlight, twilight that is around the Fae. They don't seem to shift positions, interestingly enough. Even though it's been a couple of days that you guys have been here, you haven't seen the stars kind of move at all. It's almost like they're fixed.
That is interesting.
Yeah, pretty interesting.
I don't know how much Emerin knows about that, but I find that interesting.
Yeah. All right. As you guys make camp, Fen, you were the one who wanted to go on first watch?
Yes.
Sounds good. All right, just go ahead and make a perception check for me, please.
It's 12 plus 5, 17.
17. Don't see anything. You hear in the background some night sounds. Some things that, in this context, they wouldn't normally scare you when you're usually kind of camping about, but now, just kind of the feeling of like being kind of naked and exposed, a little vulnerable. It kind of leaves you a little bit on edge, and you hear little sounds that kind of unnerve you, but for the most part, don't find anything that is nothing that seems to spark your interest as something dangerous. Seems to be pretty safe.
Yeah, and just while Fen is sitting up, watching, looking out, making sure everybody is safe and there's nothing that needs to happen, their mind wanders to Snow, and Fen sort of looks up at the immobile twilight sky and just thinks of her and wonders what she's doing, and also kind of wonders what Fen is doing, and just feels very lost, lonely.
As you're sitting there in that stupor, thinking about Snow.
My.
Ah!
This is where you are.
Can I tell where the voice is coming from?
Go to make a perception check.
Oh god. Oh, it's a 4.
It's a 4.
It's a 9.
You're looking around.
So it's a 9.
You're whipping around, looking around at all, and you can't see anyone. But you hear the voice clear as day, like it's right next to you.
For you to go this far to escape my view, that's not something I would do.
Hey, look. I don't know what you're playing at, but we made a deal fair and square, right? It's not my fault if you're unhappy with your end of the bargain.
Deal unmade. Theravans, child. You chipped me of what I need. Now, I'll come to settle your greed.
Oh, fuck. Fen's like a little nauseous. They are not used to dealing with consequences of their actions.
Uh-huh.
So, this is unnerving, to say the least. Does it seem like the voice is gone? Fen, like, is silent, straining, listening.
You're silent for a bit, but you hear as with the last line of Baba Yaga.
Greed.
Fade out into the forest until it feels like even the flora and the fauna are echoing the old hag's words. But she's not speaking to you anymore.
All right. I guess I'll go wake up Trinavir.
All right. Trinavir, you feel yourself being shaken awake. You, in your trance state, meditating, aren't deep in sleep or anything, but you do open your eyes. Coming to.
All good?
Yeah, nothing, Nothing out of the ordinary.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah, make a freaking insight check contested against.
That's fucking
Honestly, with
advantage.
that deception at like disadvantage for that one.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the first roll's a 3, so I don't know how I need to roll again,
That's a
but
dirty
Alright.
20
yeah.
for insight.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You
Go for it.
you
Fen, go
look
for
at you look at Fen, and they are like visibly vibrating, shaking. They look almost like they're about to throw up. They look very scared, very upset.
Hmm.
So yeah, go ahead and
Is
take the
this-
watch then.
Are you sure you're all right?
Yeah. You know, just it's a case of the heebie-jeebies. So, yep, good night then.
All right. There's no shame in admitting some fear. This forest it was once beautiful, untouched. Now it's become mangled and corrupted, and I wish to restore it to what it was, but I myself am deeply unsettled by what it's become. Fear is natural. It's what drives us to stay alive when there's danger.
Ben gives Trinivere sort of a half-hearted smile and says, yeah, it's natural, yeah. It's just a creepy forest, I guess. So,
Yes,
good night then.
sweet dreams.
Am I able to take a normal rest, Daniel? Like, do I remember hearing once that there are like rules, like if you're like, can you not? Do you know what I mean? Like if I'm
Yeah. You are no, you can, because you're a you're basically like you're kind of in your trance state, as you would. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So you go to sleep.
Well, I like that answer.
You go to do your trance. We'll see what
Sweet.
happens.
All right.
Before you go, if you need help relaxing, and I'll pull out one of the vials that I got, or the vial of Dream Lily that I got. This could help ease your nerves.
Are you sure you don't need it for anything else?
I have 2 doses. I don't mind giving you one.
Ben looks grateful, like so grateful, and they will take a dose of it.
Okay. Since you're actively allowing it to work, normally elves can't be put to sleep by any magical means. But if you're ingesting it specifically wanting to have a sleeping aid, then I'll let it work.
Ben wants to get fucked up.
All right. Jared, just so the Dream Lily that you're thinking about, what does yours do? Because I might have a different one that I'm seeing here.
The only one I was just trying to get rid of her fear condition.
Their fear
quote,
condition.
Yeah, sorry,
Okay.
sorry, their fear condition.
Okay.
Quote,
Great. It is kind of like you feel intoxicated, Fen. Like you would if you had drunk like 5 shots straight of alcohol. But you feel your stomach settle, and you feel your nerves kind of ease. No longer feeling as scared as you were a moment before.
Nice.
Great. And it does actually put you to sleep. Fully.
Great.
Trunivir, go to make a
Alright.
perception check as you get on your watch.
16.
16. Yeah, not too bad. You hear the sounds in the forest. They're more familiar to you, having been here for a while. But even then, there's a tinge of these weird echoes of like almost like the sounds are not quite right. You almost swear you hear like a human moan too in the background, but nothing dangerous. Would you like to do anything?
No, I think I'm good.
All right. And you said take your rest. All right. Who are you waking up for final watch?
I believe Emran?
Yeah, sure. Emran. This is second to last watch, sorry. So Emran, you're shaken awake?
Hey. Time?
Oh. Yes.
All right. Opens up her eyes and springs forward and night-night.
All right. Go to make your perception check, Emran.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. You hear a moan. Definitely. It's like pretty far away. Like it was intermingling with like the forest sounds. But you hear someone groaning. Pretty far away.
When you say pretty far away, approximately.
Ooh,
like,
you don't know
behind the tree
how
line?
you don't know how far. It's echoing through some of the trees. You can't determine. I mean, it's probably further away than like 100 feet. The fact that you can pick it up is kind of miraculous. But you did roll.
I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna call out, but not like in a yell, you know. But I'm definitely gonna project and extend my voice. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Is somebody there?
Help, please.
Did you say help?
Help.
I'm gonna investigate closer. I'm gonna start walking towards the voice, and actually, I'm gonna wake up Joko.
All right, you wake up Joko.
Hey, there's
What are you
someone
doing?
Hey, there's someone calling for help. I know we're a little before your watch. Do you feel rested? Would you want to come with me real quick?
Daniel, do I feel like I've gotten the effects of a long rest, or am I
Not yet.
too early?
No, you're not at 6 hours yet. You need a little
Okay.
more. This is about an hour into your watch, Emran.
What is going on?
Somebody's calling out help. Somebody's moaning. They're over there.
How far away? Can I hear it, Daniel?
Yes. Oh well, I don't know if you can actually. Go to make a perception check for me.
If she
Emran
points it
got a
out to
nat
me?
20. Yeah, you can make a perception check with advantage since she's specifically pointing it out to you. It's really far away.
That may not be enough. 16 with advantage.
16. Yeah, the forest sounds like the general like kind of like moving in the underbrush of like animals, or just like the general like kind of like sweeping of wind through the leaves is making it hard to make out anything. Emran is pretty insistently pointing out though that there's someone over there.
I think you're hearing things.
Maybe. All right, go to bed.
And also, what are you gonna do? Walk over there alone? Fucking crazy.
No, I'm sure I'm just hearing things. It's okay. Go to sleep. Don't worry about it.
Alright.
Thank you.
But if you start hearing things again, but not over there, but over here, wake me up when they're here.
Yeah, you got it.
All right. Joe's gonna kind of turn over.
All right.
Cool. I'm gonna go walk over there alone.
All right. As Joko goes to sleep, you walk over there alone, and you hear, getting louder as you get closer through the tree line. You trip over a root or two. You start to get closer. Are you trying to be stealthy about this, or are you trying to just get close?
Definitely stealthy.
All right, go roll stealth. Roll stealth.
Stealth is a 19, sir.
19. You feel pretty quiet about it. And as you sneak forward, you see there is a figure leaning up against one of the trees. Currently looks to be clutching at their stomach. It's shadowed and pretty dark. You can't quite see exactly and make out. You'd have to get a little closer. But it's a humanoid figure.
Is there any way for me to, like, gain any insight into the situation? Does it give me any chill down my spine, anything?
You can make an insight check or perception check. Those will net you different things. Insight check will see if you're in danger. Perception check will see what is the situation going on with this thing.
Let me do insight.
All right.
14.
14. You don't think you're in danger? It's a little scary of a forest, but you don't think you're in danger? Maybe?
All right.
Sort of?
I'm going to take one step forward and in a very low, very non-aggressive tone of voice. Hello? Do you need some help?
Water or anything really.
I'm gonna take out my water skin and extend it like full armed, kind of cheated towards him, trying to keep myself as far away from him as I can as I extend it forward.
Now close enough that you can see that this is a dryad. This is Dryad, one of the tree people you're used to seeing in Sanctuary. But unlike the tree people you're used to seeing in Sanctuary, this guy is, like, his bark is looking like it's dying. It looks like a tree that would die. It's like graying in places, blackening in places. And he looks, as you look closer, he is holding this gaping hole in his stomach that is leaking sap. Golden, kind of brown sap.
You know what? Sorry. And I'm going to take the water skin back and put it on my person. Instead, I'm going to take out a tiny bottle of liquor that currently has some of the... Oh, wait. It has... sap. I thought it had the lake water, didn't I? Oh no, the water skin has the lake water in it. It doesn't have regular water. That's right. Never mind.
Filled it with okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's the healing water, whatever that was.
Okay, good.
So yeah, I offer that to this.
He tries to raise up his arm, and he's a pretty thick fellow. He's a pretty like large, what you would imagine would be like a pretty big like juggernaut of a being, but seems to have been pretty leveled by something. And as he tries to reach up for it, he actually doesn't even have enough strength in his arm as his arm collapses to the ground.
I'm gonna rush over. Here, and I'm gonna support them and feed it into their mouth slowly, not too aggressively.
As you kind of, some of it dribbles off of his chin and onto the ground, but as you feed him the water, a little bit of color comes back into his bark, and his eyes like open a little bit, and he starts to breathe a little easier. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. What are you doing out here like this? Are you okay? What happened?
Rangers, we came in to stop the demons.
Oh, you're...
Go crazy, and then we attacked each other, and something else. There's the forest. Smiler got out, but I got impaled. God, I need to lay my head and
Come this way. Come this way. First, I'm gonna insight the shit out of everything he's saying.
Sure, gotta make an insight check.
Give me good. Give me good. Give me good. Okay, I gotta do it on this one. Boom. Oh, there we go. 18.
18. He seems to be telling the truth. He is really flitting between the line of life and death. And
Got
he
it.
probably doesn't even have enough energy to lie, even if he could.
Got it. Here, come this way. We have a camp right over here. Come on.
I can't move. If I
How
move,
big
the,
is it?
The rest of my sap is gonna. I'm gonna bleed out.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. Don't die. And I'm gonna put the water skin in his hands.
Okay. He clutches
And I'm
it to
gonna
his chest.
I'm gonna run back to the group. And I'm gonna kick Shoko back awake.
Mm-hmm. You were just getting back to
What are
sleep,
you
man.
fucking
You were
doing?
just getting back to sleep. Oh.
I was just about to drop off into some nice REM. That's me in the car. What are you doing?
Joko.
What?
Okay. It's somebody
What?
from the village. They're dying. Come help me.
What are you talking about?
Just come.
What do you mean? No, I'm not gonna just fucking come. We're in a
Oh my
fucking
God, Joko,
haunted goddamn forest.
Joko, God damn it! I'm gonna look right at him, just with my hand extended. Just this is not the time for your stubbornness, okay? I have somebody over there that's dying. We know them. They're from the village. Now, are you gonna help or not?
What fucking village? What fucking person? And you know what? I don't fucking trust you, okay?
You don't trust
what are
me.
you fucking talking about?
I don't know.
Sanctuary,
somebody tell me what the
Sanctuary,
village was
Sanctuary.
called. Sanctuary.
It's a
From
city, it's a city.
Sanctuary. From Sanctuary, the city. There's a tree person.
Listen,
What are they-
we are not prepared to go off alone.
It's right
Out of this
there,
place.
Joko.
Yeah, you know who else we saw from Sanctuary earlier? Some dogs.
Joko, what do you want
Are
me
we-
to do? Do you want me to let him? Do you want me to let him die?
You wanna die?
Do you want me to let him die?
Do you wanna die?
That's not the question I'm asking you.
It's the question I'm asking you.
Okay, I've had enough of this. I start kicking Fenwick.
What? Oh God, are you fucking yelling about? I just got to sleep.
I got one
Am
of the tree people over here that was with the last squad that went out from Sanctuary. They're dying over there. We need to help them.
Ben is still really groggy from this like sleeping potion that they took, so they're gonna be like, "You, okay, Imran, you go and you go and good luck." And Ben goes back to sleep.
Cameron, even if there was somebody over there,
There is.
even if there was, you don't need to go over there. You don't know what's fucking going on over here in this forest. But you should, since you've been here for long enough.
Okay. Hey, fuck this. And I'm gonna go and reach into someone's bag that I know has just like a common healing potion.
Who
If
among
you're looking for Joko's bag, he's gonna bat your hand away.
You
do
can
you
take it from.
do you all have? I think the only one who has healing potions right now is Smiler.
I still
Oh,
have.
shit.
I have
really don't know
two.
spells like that.
I have two greater healing
Oh, you
potions
do.
that I purchased
Okay.
like a super long time ago. So you could go through Fen's bag.
Great.
Shit, am I really gonna use it? Yep, why not? All right, that's fine. I'm gonna go through Fenn's bag and I'm gonna grab a greater healing potion.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna like storm back into the tree line without looking at Joko. If you want, and then just like right as I'm about to step into the tree line, if you want to help, and if you want to make sure I don't get killed, follow me. If not, if you don't give a shit, okay. And just walks off.
Joko is laying on the ground, turned away, and he raises up one hand with one finger raised, and then he goes back to sleep.
Classic Joko.
I wonder which one.
With his eyes closed, he's kind of like grumbling to sleep, like, let a fucking die who fucking do enough trying to fucking keep these people fucking safe. Fucking cares.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna walk back up to.
Mm-hmm.
What is this? What is the species called again? A tree person?
Dryad.
Dryad. Thank you.
Dryad. Yeah.
I'm gonna walk back up to the Dryad and hand this Dryad the potion.
Thank you.
This.
Okay. He slowly raises it to his mouth, really slowly, so much so that you actually have to help him. But before long, he is able to tip back most of the potion, expending a greater healing potion. So a greater healing potion is, I believe it's 4d4 plus 4. Let me double check.
You want me to roll it for them?
Yes, you need to roll it for them.
Correct. Greater healing is
4d4 plus 4. Yep.
Okay. So, 16.
16 points of healing. The breath steadies as you watch as the color comes back into their bark. You now know that they're kind of like this oak-ish dryad with these nice, rich brown tones to their bark. A heavy-set fellow, looking like a pretty good guy to have on your team if you want someone to tank. And you watch as the gaping hole in his stomach starts to seal shut as plants grow inside of his body, like the roots inside begin to grow over and seal the wound shut. He's lost a lot of sap, but he's, even in his weakened state, he breathes a sigh of relief. I think I'm sturdy enough to come to your camp now. Thank you.
Okay. Come on.
What's your name?
I'm gonna make sure to grab my water skin, put it on. I'm Emerin. You?
Thank you for saving my life. I'm Spriggerin.
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 Good to meet you, Spriggerin. Good to meet you, Spriggerin. Hey, look, I gotta tell you something before we walk over there.
Shoulder to
Yeah. I put his arm around me, and as we're kind of, matching each other's pace, before we exit the tree line, I'm gonna turn to him and just say, "Hey, look, my camp's asleep. They're not gonna be happy when they see you in the morning. So, I just want to prepare you for that. And while I mean nothing by this when I say this, I mean everything when I say this. If you're lying to me about who you are, I will kill you myself. Okay?"
You don't trust people very easily, do you?
Hell no. Let's go.
All right. I'll leave it dawn for sanctuary at first light. Kind of lumbers over with your help, kind of using your shoulder as a crutch. And as he goes into the camp, you watch as his eyes go over kind of your companions, and it stays on Smiler. He goes, he's alive. Thank the gods. And he falls over and just falls asleep.
I'm gonna do Joko a favor, and
Oh no.
I'm not gonna wake you up, bro. I'm good to go, and I can just. No, you know what? I'll wake him up. I'll give him the choice. I'm gonna kick Joko one more time.
Sorry.
Is it like
It's now your watch.
around
yeah.
the time I'd be waking up anyway?
Yeah, it's now your watch. Yeah.
Joko wakes up early, so I'm gonna catch the fucking boot.
Wait, what?
Third time's the charm. As you go to kick, there's a ting, and Joko has kind of like put his forearm in front of your boot.
I like grab your boot and like just throw you back. I'm not trying to like throw you off, but like just make you stumble
Just
backwards
not
away from me.
good. Got you. Hey, all right.
I'm
all right,
awake, all right?
Got it. All
I
right.
don't need you to wake me up.
Look. All right, I'm good. I'm rested. I got what I needed. I was waking you up, I get it. If you want to sleep, though, you can continue to sleep, and I could do your watch. It's up to you, though.
I'm awake now.
All right, fine. Quick mention, and I point over to the dryad.
Fucking goddamn it!
Hey,
And Joko's gonna get up and pull out the black blade.
oh god.
What are you fucking doing? And he's gonna point the blade at the dryad. Now it's Joko's turn to kick the dryad.
What's the dryad's name again, Daniel?
Oh man, you're trying to remember, Emran. It's early in the morning.
Oh damn it.
Yes.
Who the fuck
Hey.
are you?
Whoa. Sees the sword point at his chest. I'm a member of Eladrin Rangers. I was just... I was with my squad, and your friend here revived me. I was just gonna camp the night and then go straight back to Sanctuary.
You can camp a little farther away, and I'm gonna point to maybe a rock or a tree or something about 10 to 15 feet away. That's within Joko's sight line. And Big Joko's gonna basically keep half of his watch on this guy and the other eye on the forest around.
All right. You let Smilers sleep within 5 feet of you, and you want me away.
I met Smiler at Sanctuary, alright? You come out of the demon forest, so you get to spend the night by the demon tree.
Fair enough. He goes over to the 15 or so feet away where you pointed out, and he cuddles up, too exhausted to really fight, and leans back against the rock. And it's not long before you start to hear the slow, rustling of leaves, which you think might be him snoring.
I'm just gonna look up
sits on. Oh, go for it.
I'm just gonna look up at Joko before I fall asleep, and I just be like, "Hey, just please don't kill him."
Joko grunts non-committally.
All right, and Emran's just gonna turn over and crash out.
All right, sounds good. And you go to sleep. All right, go to last watch.
Joko sits on a rock nearby, with his sword bounced across his knees.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good. All right, go to make a perception check for me, Joko. Final watch.
Yes, sir.
14.
It's a 14.
All right, not too bad. You don't see anything of note. The guy, you don't know his name. The dryad, the tank-looking guy, pretty large. Doesn't seem to be much of a threat. He's just sleeping. So, you keep your eyes on him. Keep your eyes on the forest. Nothing else seems to be amiss. And before all long, you all come to wake in the morning as no dawn's light is there to greet you, but your internal body clocks kind of keep you awake, or get you awake. However, Fen, you get no benefits from resting. Your HP doesn't go back to max, and you don't gain any of your spell slots.
That
Okay,
wasn't my fault, right?
damn.
Are they exhausted too?
They are. Let me double check. Okay. It doesn't say that they're well, it doesn't say. It says they get no benefit from rest. So I think yes, I think you would be exhausted. I think you would.
Okay, well, what does that mean?
So it means that now you have until you get a full night's sleep, a long rest. You have one level of exhaustion. You have disadvantage on ability checks, I believe. Also, what's your max HP, Fem?
Max HP
What
is
is your-
69.
69.
Hey.
Nice. Your max
Nice.
HP is now
Nice.
your max HP is now 64.
No! What the fuck?
Not nice.
Why'd you ruin the number?
As
I know.
Fen, even when you went to sleep, you weren't afraid, but you had these terrible visions. Terrible. That would just haunt you. Images of your mother's face, of your father's face, of just of Sanctuary rejecting you, of all these things, and this cackling laugh in the background.
Oh God. Okay. So as Fen is waking up, or sort of coming out of their trance, expecting to feel like they feel every time that this happens, they look down and see their wounds from before are still there. They haven't healed themselves overnight, and Fen is just like, their head is kind of swimming and they feel really tired and just unsettled, and they look down at their wounds and they're like, oh, so weird. I don't. Oh well, I've been putting these away for a rainy day. Now's as good a time as ever. And they reach into their bag to find their greater health potions that they've been saving.
Hey! One of them is
Oh,
gone,
shit.
unfortunately. Yikes.
Oh shit! I meant to get ahead of this. I was gonna say something.
Oh, what the? Hey,
Do I
did
see this?
someone go through my bag? I'm missing.
Um,
I'm missing a health potion. I had two, and
I'm gonna walk over. Hey, Ben, can I talk to you in private for a quick second?
what, Emrin?
Okay, and I kind of like pull them aside a little. So you see that dyad over there, on that rock, and I point over the 20 feet. And so they're still within view, right? Hello?
Yeah, probably.
I mean,
think we lost-
they're
We lose Daniel.
they're like
No, I'm here.
leaning. They're like leaning up against a tree or something. About
Yeah, the
50
dryad
feet
is
away from the main group.
is leaning against the tree, still kind of sleeping lightly, starting to stir.
Okay, so that dyad is from Sanctuary. Actually knows Smiler, and they were on death's door. I had to act fast. It was while I was on my watch, so I knew you had a greater healing potion, and I'm really sorry to have gone in your bag. I didn't touch anything else, but I took one, gave it to them, and now they're okay.
You went through my bag when I was
I-
sleeping.
I know. I tried to wake you up. Do you remember?
What? No, you didn't. I would
You
remember
took
that.
that potion thing, and you woke up, and you sounded like you were 8 shots of fire whiskey in. Like I didn't know what to do. I panicked, and I'm sorry, but I gave the potion. Yes, I went through your bag and I gave the potion to them.
Got it. So just so that I'm clear about what happened, you went through my things while I was sleeping. You
Tried
didn't
to wake
ask
you
if
up.
you could take it. All right, fine. You tried to wake me up, but I was incoherent, so you decided, great, now's as good a time as any to go through Fenn's bag, and you took my potion that
Was I
I
supposed to
bought
let him
with
die?
my money, and you gave it to somebody that we don't even know.
I will pay you
You-
for the potion.
I'm not worried about the... It's... Sorry, Emrin, I'm just really not in a good mood, alright, it's fine, just...
Okay,
We'll let it be, alright, just can
all
we...
right.
And Fen just walks
Yeah.
away.
Okay, good talk.
Smiler, as you're awake, you see your squadmate, who you thought was lost, sleeping there, over on the rock.
Immediately going over there.
All right.
If he passes by Joko's gonna put an arm out to stop him.
I push past him.
Hey, Smiley. Remember your dogs?
Push past him. Not listening.
Okay, I actually want to grab onto him.
Okay.
I'm going to.
Do you
dodge
let
out of the
him?
way.
Do you let him? All right. Smiler moves out of the way, so Smiler, you're able to get through and go to Sprigrin, who stirs
I can't
awake.
grab onto him.
I kind of rule that unless like, if you want to be grabbed, I'll allow you to be grabbed, unless it's like something that like really needs a contested grapple check, right? That's what I'm starting. It's kind of on. It's whoever's getting attacked.
Really trying it.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you're like, are they gonna punch you? And you're like, I allow them to punch me. Like I'll allow it. Or if they're like, no, it doesn't hit me, then I think that's good. So you try to block him, but Joko, he's able to evade out of your way, because Smiley didn't want that to take effect. So you go over, and Spriggan stirs awake.
You're alive.
You are too. That's a good thing.
Pull him in for a hug.
Oh!
Sorry.
Joints are
sorry.
still a little sore there.
What happened? Where are the others?
Oh man, there's so much to say. After I put myself in the way of that attack for you, there were these. Oh man, I don't know how to describe them. There were these masses, these moving things. They made us see things in our mind, like the terrain was moving, like the very forest itself was warping around us, making us sick.
Yes.
And then they made, Holly and Candelia, they took them, and I ran after Brayron and I ran after them, trying to see where they'd been taken. And after a bit, Brayron suddenly just turned on me and speared me through the gut. I was lucky enough to fight off whatever madness was going on, but I had to limp back and made it this far before I started bleeding out, and then your little halfling found me.
And Brayron, did he follow you? Or?
No, Brayron went deeper in the forest. I don't know where Brayron is. Alive, I assume, but I hope he's all right. By the way, that halfling is with you, right?
Yes. They
I would have died without that halfling. You, Emran, was that your name?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for saving me. If I don't think I had many more hours in me. If you hadn't found me, then I would have been dead by this morning. So thank you.
And I'm gonna look over to Fen. You just see like a sadness in Emeren's eyes, and then I'm gonna look back at the Dryad. And, yeah, no problem. I'm glad you're okay.
I'm gonna get up and walk over to Emran, and if she'll allow me, I'll take her hand.
Yeah.
Thank you. I cannot express the happiness it brings me to see one of my family alive and well, and that's because of you. Thank you.
And Emeren's just gonna like quickly like slide her hand out of Smiler's and just kind of put it by her side, just a little like chill down her spine, and just no problem. Don't mention it. And I'm just gonna walk away.
To Spriggan. How are you going to get back to Sanctuary?
I think I know the way from here. I'll be able to tree glide from here. Probably not that much, but I can tree glide from here. The trees further in are so corrupted I couldn't even step into them.
That's good.
But from here, I think I can make it back relatively safely. I don't think I'm in any condition to keep going forward, but it looks like you are.
Do you know at least the direction that the
Yes.
others went in?
Keep heading south.
South.
And beware. The things it does to your mind. It's not to be trifled with. But I'm very certain whatever incursion is further south. If you can get Holly and Candelia before you get back, that'd be great, but I don't know, we'll see. He puts his forearm out. I'll see you back in Sanctuary.
I'll take it. Yes. Very soon.
All right.
Get some rest.
Of course. May Sehanin's light always shine, and Corellin's star find you wherever you are.
Thank you for all you've done.
I'll see you soon.
A bit of rest.
Sprigrin turns around, looks to you, Joko, kind of eyes you a bit, gives you a nod. To Emran, he smiles again. Thank you. And you watch as he goes over and runs past the tree line, steps into one of the healthier-looking trees, and disappears.
Daniel, while that was happening, I don't know if you saw this, but I wanted to cast Divine Sense.
Oh, yeah. As you do so, as he turns over to, like, in your direction to, like, nod, it pings out. Your Divine Sense goes through. There is no demonic essence. Nothing that flashes as fiend. The only thing is that the ground is starting to become desecrated ground. And that you're familiar with.
Joko doesn't return the nod when he gives it to him. And he just watches him as he gets into the tree and leaves. Gets into a tree and then makes like one.
Yeah. And you guys are there. In the morning. Starting about your day. With the direction to go in.
Eat a quick breakfast.
Daniel,
Yeah.
I just want you to know I rolled the other, the points for the other greater healing potion.
Oh,
which I
great.
took.
So 12 healing. Lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, sounds good. And as you do so, Fen, as you're beginning to take the potion, as you're feeling everything that you're feeling from last night, the exhaustion and just the fear that came with the voice in your head of Baba Yaga, you all watch, specifically Joko, since you've been keeping a pretty hawkish eye out, you watch as Fen's autumnal form, the oranges and the browns and those colors fade back into the cold blues and whites of Fen's winter form, the first time you found them. And they seem a little colder than they were before. What would you like to do with the morning?
I'm gonna eat as pretty much the bare minimum that I need, and then just get ready to go.
All right.
Next time.
Sounds good. Anyone else?
I'm gonna eat the leftover rolls I had from the day's travel before.
You got it. You eat some of the cinnamon rolls, which are starting to get a little stale now, a little harder, but they're perfectly edible. Different things from Solaris' house. And now that you guys are out in this clearing, a day's out, you kind of miss the comfort of being in that home. This much colder, scarier environment kind of make you thinking about those comforts.
Yeah, Fen looks through their bag and sort of takes out the rations that they brought and glances over them and puts them back in their bag and doesn't eat.
Got it. Sounds good.
Joko has some of the hardtack rations.
All right. You guys eat?
Some beef jerky.
Actually,
Mm-hmm.
while we're eating,
Yeah.
when there's like a moment, I just actually want to look up. What do you all know about the Blood Bowl?
Blood war?
The what?
I see.
Someone can make a history check if you guys want. For those
Yeah,
of you think
absolutely.
you might know.
Ooh,
Is it like related to the Feywild?
No.
Because in that case, I probably wouldn't have. I would have
You're
no
not
idea.
sure. I'd say of the people here who would like make good history checks, I'd say Fen, maybe Joko, but mostly Fen.
17 for me.
17 for Fen.
I was gonna roll just in case because of myths and wars that we heard about on the ship. You know what I mean? Like in case there was any.
Emran, you probably
came
wouldn't
up.
know about it. You probably wouldn't.
Okay, then I won't roll.
Joko, you might. You might.
Would it have affected the material plane at all?
No.
Okay, then I probably wouldn't know then.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fen, 17. Man, it sounds kind of familiar. It's not something that would happen on the material plane. you're thinking, and you're like, maybe it has something to. You think maybe it has something to do with like the nine hells, something like with like devils. You can't remember.
Yeah, I feel like maybe it was something that my mum used to tell me about to scare me when I was little, like maybe about hell or.
Yes.
But I don't know.
The Blood War is definitely something out of nightmarish stories. Demons and devils interlocked in an eternal war. Order and chaos. Well, I have a theory. I'm worried. Look around you. You see what our homeland has become. These forests. The creatures living here. I fear that we won't be enough to permanently stop them. What if we find a way to get the devil's help? Get them to fight the demons before they even get here. Stop them in the Nine Hells.
What? So
You met
want...
Poe?
Poe's still kind of sleeping, curled
Is
up
he
with his
with us?
bow. Yeah, he is with you guys. He's just been really silent.
Yeah,
That's
I feel like you should talk to Poe. I feel like you guys have a lot in
Uncharacteristically
common.
so.
I feel like you guys would have a lot in common.
Really?
Do you want to make like a deal with the devil and get the devil to fight the battle for us?
They're already doing the fighting, but perhaps they have strategies, weapons, tools we can use. Cut the demons off at the source. I'd imagine they'd want our help just as much as we need theirs.
I don't know if that's the best idea. Wait, do you want to fight with the demons or against the demons?
Against them. Stop them.
Okay.
They're right on this land.
Shit. I feel like we really gotta talk to Poe. Because
No, I think that's the opposite of what we need to do. I think we need to think about this. All right.
well, if we're going after the
Why?
demons and then Grost finds
Why?
out, like,
Hey, come on. Think with me for a second. Why are the demons here? There's no devils here. If they're fighting
Fair.
devils, why are they here in the Feywild?
They
They
subscribe to
don't care
chaos.
about the Feywild. They don't care about the people who live here. What they want is the Feywild. You can't have a war without resources. This
No,
is just
yeah,
a
I
staging
totally agree.
ground to them.
I'm just pointing out one concern. I'm just pointing out the fact that Grost could become a spy for the demons, and anything we do might be seen by Grost.
Why
Hello?
would it be seen by Grost?
Don't worry about that. I'm talking to Joko. You know what I'm saying, Joko?
Yeah.
So we
about
just have
how
to be smart
Poe's
about
possessed by a fucking demon.
it. Okay, fucking fine. Let's just shout out all of our baggage to everyone. Woo! All right.
What did you say?
Now maybe this guy want to know.
Ah,
It's not as straightforward as all that, but yeah, Poe, well, he died
you know this
and
fucking guy. All right.
yeah, what? Well, you can't just drop something like that and then not explain it. He's not possessed by a demon, but he is indebted to a demon who brought him back to life. It's really not the same thing, and we should get going if we're gonna make it to the portal by sundown, yeah?
Yeah.
Hairs.
If we continue forward, he must return to Sanctuary.
Who?
Yeah,
Oh.
that's not gonna happen, bud.
He's the one who
Listen,
wields.
pal, it's a losing fucking battle.
You brought along someone who's under the influence. However light you want to make it, he's still under the influence of a demon lord.
That's what
Well-
I'm saying.
Joko, now's
Well-
not the time.
With all due respect,
It seems like now's the fucking time.
with all due respect, Trinivir, Poe helped us close the portal before. We wouldn't have been able to do it without him. He's the one who wields the bow. And he's never done anything around any of us to make us believe that he has anything other than the same intentions that we do. He's killed plenty of demons since we've been here. He's helped you. He's the reason that probably, tens of soldiers back in Sanctuary are alive today. So I understand being trepidatious about it because it's been a lot for all of us to wrap our minds around, and we're cautious and we're keeping an eye on it. But if you want us to help you, he's coming with us. He's a part of our group.
Fine.
Thank you. I'm not asking you to understand, but you are gonna have to deal with it.
Alright. Now that we're done with that ridiculous tangent, can we go back to the original ridiculous topic of making a deal with the devils? Because, honestly, it sounds a bit hypocritical, buddy, coming from you. Now, to be after Poe. As if the devils are, they're the good ones.
There's a strict code. If you can learn about it, understand it, they follow law, they follow order. Demons are chaotic. They don't follow any sort of rules. These devils only live to serve, to destroy the demons. If we can
That's all they
even
want to do,
listen
huh?
or conscript them, perhaps just pick their brains, it could give us the upper hand that we need. Cut off the demons at the source. Make sure that they don't even make it out of the abyss.
And how exactly are you suggesting that we find a devil, let alone talk to it, let alone accomplish what it is you're saying that we need to accomplish?
Especially since if we find a fucking devil,
The first
it's gonna hit the fucking ground after it meets me.
the first circle of the 9 hells of Venice is
You want to go to hell?
we've been fighting them for so long and made little progress. If we can get any upper hand, I would take it. And if that means going into the 9 hells and risking my life to do so, then I will do it to save my people.
Joko's gonna point at Poe. That means you're no different than him.
Joko, watch it. You know that's my brother.
I do know that's your fucking brother. I know all
Right, well-
about it.
Say, hypothetically, that we were interested in this plan. How
No.
would we even get there?
Not
How would we even get there?
hypothetically.
We would need an instrument of sorts to attune to the different planes in order to... I've been unable to find anything to help me get there, but I was hoping that perhaps together we could figure that out.
Whew.
I gotta say,
Phew.
feels like adding a lot onto an already pretty full plate, but we can think about it. I think we should finish the task at hand right now. There's a demon portal that's open.
Of course.
No talking with the devil is going to close it, so I think we got to get on our way.
Just seeing.
What are you guys talking about? Demons
I'm not-
and devils is two sides of the same fucking coin.
I know,
You talk
Joko, and so I'm
you talk about
saying...
law as if law is good. As if law is the the ever-loving perfectness of the gods or something. You know what Law did? Law took my fucking son away from me. The law told me I could only sell my harvest to the Empire, and they gave me fucking pennies for it. If you think law is good and chaos is bad, then you're a fucking child, and I don't even care how old you are in your elf years.
Hell, then. He wants to go to hell.
I'm not saying that I want to go to hell. I'm just saying, can we let it lie for now? Can we just all agree to put it to the side and do what needs to be done so that we can go back to Sanctuary? And I'm not really interested in going to hell. I'm going to be honest with you, Trinivere.
I would not ask you to do that. Never.
Then what are you asking?
To help me get there.
Oh.
I'll send you to
we're
hell
on our
right
way
now
to
if you want me to.
Hey, Joko.
Just say the
Trinivere,
word.
We're on our,
I've got an
we're on our
instrument
way-
tuned right to the perfect harmony right here. You want to hear a chord?
Trinivere, you realize we're on our way to a portal to hell, right? Now, we're there to close it, but that doesn't mean that you can't step through before.
It does not go to hell.
Seems pretty fucking simple to me. What do you mean?
Demons, they're coming from the abyss. A place of formless chaos. And look, I know it sounds insane. And believe me, if I thought there was a better way, well, I feel like I've tried all the other ways. What happened a few days ago? I'm at the end of my rope, and I've nowhere else to turn. These devils have been fighting and successfully keeping these demons back far longer than we have. If there is any bit of knowledge to be learned from them, I would take it.
I understand wanting to help your people. And after we finish the task at hand, if we make it out alive, I'll help you get there. I'm not going to follow you in, but
That's all I ask. And I'm sorry if I was a bit confrontational. And he'll look specifically at you, Joko. It seems that our ideologies perhaps are differing, but I also know that you are all good people and have helped my people in immeasurable ways, including your friend Poe. My emotions were running high, and he smiles. Just thank you. I need you to know how grateful I am for your help, whether or not this ends up succeeding. Just thank you.
Yeah, if you have any more stupid-ass ideas you want to bring up to the rest of the group, let me know in advance so I can prepare myself. And Joe's going to kind of walk off, kind of heading south a little bit. Not going too far, but just finished with this conversation.
A tense stillness fills the air as you all set off, having learned quite a bit more about each other, but also having saved a life. And you guys peer into the corrupted, deep purple of the forest ahead of you, looking to whatever madness awaits. That's where we're going to go ahead and end our game today. All right. Okay, y'all. Well, this was awesome. This is a really, really fun way to come back into the Grim Troupe with a lot of really good role playing there at the end, guys. Really good stuff. Yeah, I hope you guys had fun. I hope you guys had fun rejoining us for the Grim Troupe. I'm sorry that we've been missing for so long, but I hope you guys have enjoyed the invitation as well. It's been an amazing one shot for us to take part of and that I get to play in, so it's good fun. But yeah, we'll be keeping up with the Grim Troupe for the next couple weeks, doing what we normally do. So we'll see you guys next week, and we're really, really excited for it. And excited to see where Smiler and the rest of our heroes take us next time. So before we go and close out, I have a couple people to shout out. First, I just wanted to thank Cheesy Breezy Lemon Squeezy for following us. You are awesome.
Yeah.
I know that was a week ago,
Great
and it's a little
name.
late, but thanks so much for following us. I
We should
love the name. And there's been a couple of resubscriptions too from Mason, we love you. From Polar Bard, love you, Gavin. From Sweet Nectar, what's up, buddy? And yeah, we wanted to thank you guys. And Jared, who subscribed with Prime this minute. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah,
Woo! But yeah, that's yeah, man.
If there's anybody else that wants to, have their name read, you can always just check if you have a Prime subscription available.
Yeah,
It's
That's
completely
free.
yeah, it'll shout out
You
on the
just
screen.
subscribe?
It's a nice way for you to see yourself on the stream. But yeah, that's kind of it. That's all we have for you for today. So we're excited. We're gonna keep up with this to see what happens with the demons next time. We love you guys, and yeah, we'll see you then. This is Stop, Drop, and Roll, signing off. Bye bye.